Boo. Howdy. What's pippity poppin'? What's skippity squawkin'? What's happening? Ow, I just threw something. Okay, do I have to rebuy the skill? I do. I knew I would. Let's get into it. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Begin the class trial. Let's solve the murder of our little hamster boy. Also, tell me if the mic sounds better today. Or if it sounds worse.
Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death. So you better vote for someone.
What if I vote wrong?
Now, let's get this crazy awesome to the max trial underway!
No, I don't think I will,
I think
Monokuma.
we all know who the most suspicious one is.
Yes, you're gonna blame Himiko. You were doing this. We understand.
Combine our power and work together, everyone.
Shut up. You're a simp.
The person who's most suspicious is...
Now lend me your energy, everyone.
Oh,
so we can catch the
God. Is this
culprit.
gonna be Danganronpa 2 all over again? Where the annoying character and her simp live to the end? Oh my God, I don't want to deal with Tenko and Himiko for 4 more chapters.
Because the murder happened during the magic show, the culprit can only be...
Hee-yah! I'm in top form today.
Tenko, why are you interrupting me? We can't have a good trial if you talk over me.
We really could.
Huh? I'm not interrupting you. Whatever you have to say is probably worthless anyway, because all males want to talk about is S.E.
You want to continue?
Himiko seems
Oh,
suspicious.
I double-clicked. Oh well.
Yeah? Hey! Angie, how can you accuse Himiko?
Oh my God.
Aren't you her friend?
You can accuse friends.
I'm just telling you what Atua is telling me. He is using his divine knowledge to show us the way to survive.
Is Angie actually a good person who's just psychotic?
You should thank him, lest he pour his holy wrath upon you all. Screw Atua! That guy's got nothing on me. I'll protect Himiko.
But it does point to Himiko being the most suspicious.
Ryoma died during Himiko's magic show. His
No, he
body
didn't.
appearing in the water tank leads one to think the escape trick played a part.
Just because he drowned doesn't mean he died there.
It's only natural we suspect Himiko. She was the one performing the trick.
Which almost clears Himiko's name, doesn't it?
Underwater escape wasn't a trick.
Hang on, my mic is not set properly. Yeah. There we go.
It was magic.
You know what's crazy is if she just stopped saying everything was magic, we could already clear her and actually figure this shit out.
It's not the part you need to deny. You gotta tell us you're not the culprit.
Magic, huh? That's so cool. What a mysterious miracle. Now, did you kill Ryoma, Himiko? Atua will hear your confession.
No,
Stop it! There's no
she
way
didn't.
any
You
of
can
that is
tell
true.
because of how much evidence points to her. It clears her
It's
name
true, though.
essentially.
Himiko used the underwater escape trick to kill Ryoma. But I still don't have a clue how Himiko did the trick.
She went through the secret door.
There's no trick. That really was magic.
No, it wasn't.
You know, maybe it really was magic.
Don't just shut up.
Oh, stop it. If you don't reveal your trick now, then we'll vote you as the culprit.
Stop picking on Himiko! A cute tiny flower like her couldn't kill anyone.
She's not a
I get that
flower.
You want to defend her, but that might be a bit much.
For once, I agree with Samugi. As I expected, the others suspect Himiko. But I have my doubts. I can't let this case get derailed by misunderstandings. I'm the ultimate detective, so it's up to me to prove that Kaito did it. Let's get it. People are gonna think I'm cheating, because I know Kaito did it already, but it's fine.
Atua has blessed me with an epiphany. The culprit used the underwater escape trick to pull off a sneaky switcheroo with Ryoma.
After that, the time ran out.
Oh, this. The
day
fact that I
Ryoma
don't need an
opened,
OP
the piranhas
silencer.
came pouring out.
True.
And he was eaten alive.
Wait, no. Monokuma file. I missed. Shit.
By piranhas.
Well, at least we know what we're aiming for now. Shut up. I'm gonna want to shoot these. Shut up.
Switcheroo with Ryoma.
After that, the time ran out. The day Ryoma opened, the piranhas came pouring out.
Piranhas.
And he was eaten alive.
That's wrong. He said he drowned. Which means he was dead long before.
No, Ryoma's death was not caused by the piranhas. The Monokuma file indicates the cause of death is drowning.
So it wasn't the piranhas then. He was drowned.
Ooh, I see. I haven't checked the Monokuma file yet, so that's news to me.
Why didn't you check the Monokuma file?
You lying little brat. Telling lies is what turns you into a degenerate male.
Although, to be fair, it could be 5-head by Kokichi, because... See, because Kokichi did this type of shit in the first trial, is he would point out something that's obviously wrong so somebody could correct him, but it gets everybody on the same page. Like, as much as Kokichi's an annoying little shit, it gives everyone common ground, and he forces everyone to have common ground. So it's an interesting little thought bubble.
So what? Ryoma drowned, Himiko changed places with him, and then the piranhas ate him, right?
No.
Himiko only had 60 seconds to escape from
Because
the tank.
Ryoma wasn't in the tank.
Even if they changed
Ryoma
places
was
at
with the
start of
piranhas,
show,
that's why the
that's
glass pane was
insufficient
there.
time to drown someone.
If that is the case, then when did he drown?
When did Ryoma drown? It was obviously. Speaking of when Ryoma drowned. It was before the show started.
That's it! Ryoma was already drowned before the show started.
Yeah.
Agreed. Before being eaten by the piranhas, he made no attempt to escape the water. To be precise, he made no movements whatsoever. Yes. By that point, he had already joined the ranks of the dead.
But having
Could
him
that
being
mean
eaten
his
by
body was
piranhas.
hidden until the culprit made it appear in the tank?
Yeah, so this has to be Kaito,
Where?
because the whole point of having him eaten by piranhas, even though he's already dead, is to get rid of evidence, and Kaito's the only person who's not accounted for as well as... He's not accounted for, and at the same time, he is... Oh god, I'm bleeding. My brain. Kaito's not accounted for, as well as he knew the piranhas were there because he helped set up the show. So it's Kaito.
The
1
culprit
million
would have had
%.
to hide the body
Which
near the
sucks,
tank,
because Suichi's
and
about to
then
cry
show it
again.
during the act.
But, oh well.
Easier said than done.
Was there a place on stage where the culprit could have hid the body? Oh wait, Himiko should know since she performed the underwater escape trick.
Himiko, why won't you just explain it to us?
'Cause it's magic.
You know, maybe it really was magic.
Shut up.
I agree with Maki. Also, what is the
Himiko
deal with
is committed
Maki?
to her
It could
actions,
still be
but
Maki.
those
Maybe
who
it's
deal
not
in
Kaito.
games are oft liars.
Yo, 500 IQ. Right? What if Maki killed Ryoma? And then Kaito... But Kaito, like... So, Ryoma died via drowning. Which is allowed. But, what if Maki killed him and was like, fuck, I'm gonna get killed. Left the body somewhere. And Kaito then put the body, or got it into the piranha tank via the pool by going across with a rope.
Why is everyone still picking on Himiko? You're all worse than a drunk dad's rambling.
We're picking on Himiko because we're trying to figure shit out and she's just saying magic.
We should let him vent. After all, it's tough being the man of the house.
Smokey, are you good?
And we gotta figure out how the trick
Joke's
works
on
to
you.
find
My
where the
dad
body was
beat me
hidden.
without being drunk. Get
But
fucked, nerds.
Himiko does not wish to tell us how she performed her act.
Then let's work together to reveal the secret behind Himiko's trick!
So, not real magic?
No, it was
Don't
real
do it.
magic.
You're just lost. It's okay.
Magic.
Oh my god. Himiko, literally, I guarantee you half this trial would be cut out if Himiko just admitted it.
Her curses are really powerful.
No, they aren't, because magic isn't real.
It's usually more, complicated than that.
Thank you, Smokey. Thank you for being helpful for once. Anyway, we first need to determine how Himiko performed the trick. If we can't figure that out, this case is going nowhere. I haven't seen many clips of him, but I imagine Suichi would, like, no, I mean, it's like Kuno, the streamer, would be a perfect
did Himiko
fit for
escape the water
Suichi.
tank?
Water
Maybe
tank
she
trick.
just climbed out and no one noticed.
Wait, what is water tank trick? Oh, yeah.
Nah, she definitely would have been caught.
Perhaps the mechanism was set up.
Yes, that. What? Her escape act.
I was wrong!
What? It did use a mechanism. The door.
How did Himiko escape the water tank?
Is this not called a mechanism? A hatch would be a mechanism,
Maybe she
yes,
just
no?
climbed out and no one noticed.
Nah, she definitely would have been caught.
Perhaps the mechanism was set up on the stage.
The curtain covering the tank was certainly suspicious.
What about that square pane of glass we found in the tank?
No, that
Maybe
was
this
from
tank had a
something
secret
else.
hatch.
Yes, that one.
I agree.
I agree. Consent. PogChamp for consent.
Maki is correct. There was an escape hatch on that tank.
I see. So it did have one.
That's right. I discovered a similar tank in Himiko's lab. There was a panel on the side that could open. That was her escape.
Mind over strength.
Oh my god, Tenko, stop simping.
No, your logic is all wrong, Shuichi.
You're wrong.
What do you mean?
And you don't even know why you're wrong either. Typical degenerate male.
Oh my god. Do you have any other words you can say besides
I'll smash your
degenerate
face
male?
with my fists of hot burning steel.
Excuse me? Your fists aren't that hot, and neither are you.
The side of the tank being open
I'm guessing it's gonna be the wet staircase.
doesn't have anything to do with Himiko's escape. She didn't use an escape hatch.
Except
I
she did.
know she didn't do that.
Dude,
And
compared
now,
to the
I
second
will
game,
punch you.
these controls feel so much better. I will
Wait a
admit
second.
that.
Before you punch me, what makes you so sure she didn't?
Uh-huh. You're simping. That's what.
Because if she escaped from a hatch in the tank, the water would have gushed out with her. There would have been water everywhere.
I'll cut through your words.
I'll cut through your words. Hell yeah. Ha!
There was a reason the room wasn't flooded with water. The staircase that was attached to the water tank. Try to remember how the staircase was positioned. It was aligned perfectly with the tank's escape hatch, meaning the water tank was connected to the inside of the staircase.
Inside staircase.
Why
body
was she
in
so
stairs?
nervous? If she was so nervous to do the magic trick, but this seems so violently simple for a trick. Like, you go into the water, You wait for the curtain to close, and you immediately swim into... You immediately swim into the staircase where you're chilling.
Knowing that, it's clear how Himiko made her escape from underwater. There was a curtain covering the tank during the performance, allowing Himiko to enter the staircase from the hatch undetected. Any water that spilled out would have simply funneled into the staircase.
So, how do you get out from the staircase?
Staircase just opens.
The staircase also has an escape hatch, one facing away from us. It's placed so that the water would not drain from the staircase.
In which case, a person could exit and leave water inside the staircase.
As well as when they come out, which explains the puddle of
However,
water.
that person would be soaked, meaning that some trace should be left.
That would explain why there was a puddle around the stairs.
So when Himiko came out from the stairs, her wet clothes dripped water all over.
Ha, bitch! Caught you soaking wet and red-handed!
I feel like that's more of a thing we catch you, but sure. Oh no, we figured out how she did a magic trick. That doesn't fucking prove anything with the murder, you assholes.
Judging from Himiko's reaction, you hit it right on the bullseye.
But Himiko's clothes should have been wet when she left the water tank.
Yeah, she probably changed clothes.
Her clothes were definitely not wet.
Of course. That's because my underwater escape wasn't a trick. It was magic.
No, magic had nothing to do with why her clothes weren't wet. Shh. Probably changed her clothes.
That's it.
Duh.
It's because she changed her uniform.
The dormitory is stocked with uniforms. Did you hide one behind the stage in advance?
Yes. What does this matter?
I remember seeing Himiko go to the gym this morning, carrying a uniform and a towel.
Oh no, we figured out your stupid magic trick.
I see.
Who cares?
She had a towel too. She may not have had time to fully dry her hair. But her short hair and hat ensured we were none the wiser.
Himiko can't get wet, because her body repels water.
The only thing it repels is you.
Like a duck?
Himiko, come on. Give it up already.
Please. For the sake of, you know, solving a fucking murder.
Win.
Thank you.
It's just like you said. The water tank and staircase both have mechanisms.
So I was correct.
Let me guess, you made the mechanisms via magic?
But that doesn't mean I used them.
Oh, fucking god.
I didn't need them, because I used my magic.
Oh my god, Himiko.
Again with the magic crap. Were you dropped on your head as a kid?
Now that we understand how the trick was performed, let us move on.
For once, I agree with
Let us
Cookie.
proceed.
Literally, the people who I
Hide Ryoma's
the
body.
people who I hated at the start of this game and the people who I hate now have altered so differently. Like, Korikyu, like, I understand he looks creepy and he acts creepy. He makes the most sense. 100%. Korikyu is great. I have no problems with Korikyu at all.
From our discussion earlier, his body could have been in the space inside the staircase.
No.
But that's where Himiko would escape from, right?
So Himiko went in the stairs with the body? What kind of kinky shit is she into?
Shut up.
That seems unlikely. There isn't enough space for two people to fit in there.
Actually, to be fair, there's enough space because they're both really short.
Cramped. It'd be hard to fit even Ryoma and Himiko in there. Who says they went in together? She could have made the switch as she was leaving the tank.
Except Ryoma wasn't there because Ryoma came down with the
At the
piranhas.
same time, she could have pulled out the body
Because
from inside the
Gonta
stairs.
saw that he was... Also, this all hinges on her doing all of this while being underwater and having no breath.
See how easy that is.
Dab, one dab coming up. Hi-ya! There we go. One dab for you. Paloha. I hope I said that right.
I think that
These
explains how
idiots.
Himiko changed places with Ryoma's body.
Except Ryoma's body wasn't in there. Gonta already said this.
Why did you automatically assume it was Himiko?
Who else but Himiko could have done it?
Angie, Angie was working with Himiko for like 90% of this case, and she's just like, yep, it's Himiko. 1,000,000%.
Angie, you spent more time with Himiko than any of us, so why are you accusing her?
You may think you're protecting Himiko, but what if she really is the culprit?
Geez, if only Himiko would deny
You'll
this
die,
instead of saying it's
and it will
magic.
be all your fault. Atua will lose precious devotees.
You culty.
Are you okay with that, Tenko?
You fucking cult-loving
I'm totally fine with
psychopath.
that.
What?
I don't care what anyone says. Himiko would never murder someone. That's what I believe more than anything.
Simp.
I want to believe in her, no matter what. If I can't do that, then I'd rather just die.
No, I don't think you will.
So until this body takes its final breath, I'm gonna keep believing in Himiko.
This is when Kaito's gonna be like, oh, yes, believe. I'm Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars. I believe in shit. Alright, Gonta's account. Because Gonta already said,
When
yes,
Himiko
in your
was escaping the
theory,
tank,
that's correct.
she dragged out the body hidden in the
Okay, that's not what I counter.
Oh no!
The only one who could have switched out Ryoma's body?
Uh,
Himiko herself.
unless I counter this one? Nope, not this one.
Oh no!
The only one who
Okay,
could
so
have
we have to
switched
wait.
out
We just
Ryoma's
wait.
body is Himiko herself.
No, I didn't mean to shoot.
When Himiko was escaping the tank,
Okay, it's fine.
she dragged out the body hidden in the stairs and simply switched places with it.
Except that's not what
Are
happened.
you telling me you saw that happen?
No one could have seen that. It would have occurred in the middle of the show, when the tank was covered with a curtain.
So basically, no one saw anything.
Except Gonta did.
That's wrong!
It's a V counter. Where I counter your V cards. Because, you know, like Pokemon has the V cards now.
Someone did see inside the tank. It was Gonta.
Gonta went up on
Gonta
stage
had
during the
climbed
trick.
onto the stage and was looking into the tank from above. Isn't that right, Gonta?
Yeah, Gonta saw down into tank, but saw no one in there.
No one was in there?
Yeah, no one. Guess that clue no good, huh?
Well, if it is
No,
good.
That's actually a great clue.
Because it proves that she couldn't have switched the body out.
If Ryoma's body was hidden inside the staircase, Himiko would have had to pull him out before she went inside. There certainly wasn't enough room in the staircase for both of them. But that means, if the tank was empty when Gonta looked, Ryoma's body must not have been hidden in the staircase.
Because Himiko would have been in the staircase, which
What
means
if
there's
they
no space for
squeezed into
Ryoma.
that space with Ryoma's body to avoid getting caught?
She had no need to worry about us witnessing her at that point, for the entire stage was hidden behind a curtain. To all but Gonta, anyway.
Then the culprit never would have considered hiding inside the staircase with the body.
Exactly.
Entering the staircase after moving the body is much faster, and seems more rational too.
Then Ryoma's body wasn't hidden in the stairs?
Someone better say where the fucking body was hidden, or I'm gonna start cutting throats!
You're not gonna do anything. You're a coward. Where was Ryoma's body hidden? We need to pin that down. It's clear this is not the inside of the staircase, but where? The giant glass pane, it was in with the piranhas. It's the only thing that makes sense. It's the whole point of the pane.
Where were you hiding Ryoma's body?
It wasn't really in the stairs, was it?
After all, there was only enough space for Himiko.
Yes.
Well, how about behind the curtain?
No.
If there was a way to enter the tank from there, then it would be plausible.
There's no way to enter the tank
Maybe
from
the
there.
body was in the tank all along,
No.
but we just couldn't see it.
Magic.
Impossible. You need top-notch visual effects to pull that off.
And what of the tank containing the piranhas?
No way! If you put a body in there,
No, wait, the
piranhas
glass.
would've-
There's the glass. Square glass.
But if the body and piranhas were separated,
Yes. Kyu.
then it wouldn't have been
I
divided,
missed!
correct?
How? Oh my god, I have to cycle through the whole conversation. God damn it. Yes.
Piranhas. But if the body and piranhas were separated,
Nope. Got it.
I agree.
I agree. Dude, listen. Kurikyu, sure, he might be a little bit creepy, but he's been the most helpful person in this game. 100%. In the first trial, he was figuring shit out for us. In this trial, he's figuring shit out. I love Kurikyu. This man, he's fine. I'm good with him. I'm good with him and his little creepy anthropology bullshit.
just as I thought.
Good job. Good job, Kurikyu.
Using that glass pane as a divider, a safe space could be created.
And
in
it's
the tank.
why the piranhas looked more
It
stuffed.
is in such a space that the body could be stored, separated from the piranhas.
Then that means Ryoma's body was hidden in the piranha tank the whole time!
So Ryoma's body fell into the water tank with the piranhas?
Gonta
Didn't
knew
fell, it was put, because a glass pane like that has to be put intentionally.
Gonta was above stage when piranhas fall. That's why Gonta sees something no one else could. When piranhas fell, Gonta sees some big thing fall into water tank with them.
The glass pane. And the glass pane didn't break because it went into the water. Right when the buzzer hit 0. And then piranhas fell. He saw it all fall, including Ryoma. The bottom of the suspended tank swung open, and the murky water and shadowy shapes inside fell straight into the water Himiko was swimming in. Huh? Huh?
You know, now
I
that
was about to
Gonta
start
think
reading it.
about Gonta maybe see Ryoma's body.
When the piranhas dropped from the tank, I thought I saw something bigger drop as well.
Mm-hmm.
The water tank on the bottom is made completely out of glass, correct?
Yes, but that's the only side you can see
what
from.
is happening through the glass. Can you really hide a body in the tank?
Yes, absolutely.
Even in murky water, a dead body would still be visible in a glass tank.
But not if there's
Unless
piranhas.
A certain something was used to obscure the body.
A certain something?
We all agree that the glass pane was used to separate the body from the piranhas, correct?
Dude, also, the fucking music in this game, like, this is grooving right now. I don't feel like I'm in a trial. I feel like I'm at a disco. I'm
Well,
chilling.
that method has the added benefit of hiding the body from view.
Because it forces all the piranhas to the only side with visibility. Therefore, you can't see past the piranhas.
Yeah? How could you
Shut up.
hide a
Just
body
shut
like
your
that?
fucking mouth. People are blaming you. Go back to being quiet. How was the culprit able to conceal the body in the piranha tank? Crammed piranhas. Duh.
This is it!
Use some brain power, why don't you?
It was the piranhas. The piranhas were obscuring the body.
Huh? The piranhas?
That's right. Remember what Angie said?
Why is
during the
Kaito
investigation?
saluting? Also, Kaito, put your arm in your sleeve before I beat your ass. I noticed it right as the show started. I feel like there are more piranhas today than yesterday when we were preparing.
They increased that significantly? I didn't know piranhas fuck like
They
rabbits.
don't.
It seemed that way, but it wasn't that the actual number of piranhas increased.
It was just that they were covering more space.
The glass pane divided the tank nearly in half, right? The
Probably
piranhas
more
got
than that,
crowded
actually.
together, making it look like there were more of them.
And plus, it was all against the side that only
The
you
more
could see.
densely the piranhas are packed, the harder it is.
Now the question is, how did Kaito do it? Or Maki, maybe.
Because of that, it was difficult to see the body hidden in the tank.
Shut up, small child. Exactly. Himiko just needs to shut up. Himiko, you literally wasted, like, how deep into the trial? We are 30 minutes in. You wasted, like, 20 minutes of our trial time because you were having to sit here and say, it's magic. So you lose your speaking privileges, alright?
So it's no wonder they used it as a divider.
Thanks for telling us that useless detail.
Dab. Yeah. I still have to refund those channel points from yesterday for someone. Someone remind me to do that later.
Saying? That detail was super useful. Sure, the lid looks a little big, but if you set it diagonally, it would fit perfectly. Nice job, Himiko. Your
Oh my
explanation
god,
was
stop
awesome.
simping! I really can't deal with another game where the simping
This much evidence? It seems
and the
like
person
body
they're
was
simping for
definitely in
lived
the
to the
piranha
end.
tank.
I can't deal with it. I'll cry out of how useless they are.
Congrats, Himiko. Now there should be no reason for anyone to suspect you.
Really?
Oh my god, does this mean now you're gonna speak?
Because if you didn't switch places with the body, then you couldn't have killed him.
2 more dabs. Yeet. Make it 3. 2. 3. I think that's actually the max amount of dabs people can redeem in a day. Because I remember somebody made me once do 80 and it made me dizzy.
It only means we now have other suspects. You are not cleared of suspicion.
Go,
just
look at Korakyu dropping facts.
Okay, but still,
Shinguchi.
That's way better.
That's wonderful news, Himiko. Atua is happy. for
Shut
you.
up.
Apologize, Angie. You and your Atua better tell Himiko you're sorry right now.
Oh my god.
Atua is sleeping. He went to bed angry because you all doubted him.
Literally, we have a simp, a useless mage who's being simped for, and then a cult leader. Like, this is the dumbest love triangle I've ever heard. Like, 100%. 80? Yeah, it was a lot of dabs. It hurt my head.
God.
No, it's okay. We
That's
shouldn't be
kind of a
mad at
meta
him.
joke.
We should
What?
be mad at this class trial, at this killing game.
Man, she brainwashed you good, Himiko.
Himiko! Bless your sweet, kind heart.
Shut up, you
What
simp.
Atua said anyway.
And there's the cult brainwashing.
It's too bad that the handsome god went to bed angry, though.
Himiko's still brainwashed.
Yes, she is.
But
Congratulations.
I'm not giving up just yet. This is gonna be a breeze.
How about you solve your fucking crush after we clear you all of murder? And, you know, make sure we live.
Great. Now what are we gonna do? We're back to square one.
We're not back to square one because now we know where the
Why are we
body
back to
was.
square one?
We know where the body was. Now we just have to figure out when it was put there.
Because any of us could still be the culprit. Jeez! You flunked out of tard school or something?
Ooh, didn't know we were using the shortened version of the R word in this game. That's interesting.
Not everyone. We can narrow it down to whoever doesn't have an alibi yet.
We can't narrow down an alibi if...
I guess I should have known a dumb whore pig like you wouldn't understand. So let me explain.
Dumb whore pig. Fucking crap. I'm gonna go get the okay. I'm gonna go get the champagne for you and some Fitzy... FBI, open up. Fizzy apple cider for me. I've never had champagne, but I've heard from a lot of people like champagne's not something you want to have all too often, so I think I'll stick with my bottled water. But I appreciate the offer.
Who you calling a dumb pig?
You don't object to the whore part, though.
If there's this much evidence, then there's no mistake the body was hidden in the piranha tank.
Uh-huh.
But for someone to plant the body in there with such limited time is pretty tricky.
Ichi brings up a valid point. There's only one time the culprit could have set up this scene. What? Oh, they're gonna say it was before nighttime. Okay, that makes sense. That'll get you the
It was
dessert
done
champagne.
yesterday,
It's
before
way better than
nighttime.
the actual champagne. And think because it's the only kind I've ever had. Understandable. Understandable. I've never had dessert champagne. Never any kind of champagne. I'm what they call a non-alcoholic. So, wait. So we're saying it was done yesterday before night. But... Okay, so hold up. How technical are the rules? Because... What if someone did it during nighttime? And they purposely they had the rope contraption, so they went from Ryoma's lab to the gym through the pool with their little rope contraption. But they couldn't, like, they just stood, like, outside of the edge of the gym. That way they weren't in the gym, because you're not allowed in the gym during nighttime. So what if it was done during nighttime still?
Ding, ding, ding! The ultimate detective gets it right again!
Kokichi, you're... See, and once again, Kokichi, like...
I know it was before nighttime yesterday.
Literally, Kokichi and Kaito do the same thing, it's just they go about it in exact opposite ways. Kaito goes through it via blind faith, and Kokichi goes about it in the most asshat way, where he's like, oh, I'm gonna purposely tell you something that's wrong so you can contradict me to prove something correct.
Stop asking me dumbass questions. It could have been solved with the process of elimination. Jeez. Fine. I'll explain it to the itty-bitty pea-brained bitchlet.
Damn, you're not even a full-on bitch, you're just a bitchlet.
A bitchlet?
Can you stop getting off on being called names, you fucking weirdo?
First, the gym was closed during nighttime, so no one could have entered.
Sure. Facts.
Because if you try to enter the gym at night, it'll go off.
And by it, we mean the...
Butthole?
I was gonna say bombs! You talking about my butthole? That's literally the fact that it's the bear saying that makes it great. If like anyone else said it, I'd be upset. But it's talking about my... That's funny.
No, she means the alarm.
After
Monosuke, you're no fun.
passed, morning came. But hiding the body before the show was...
Where do you have a mallet? Where do you keep this mallet? You know what? Don't answer.
Himiko and I were waiting in
It's in
front
your
of the
rain
gym
jacket.
before the morning announcement.
Which leaves only one possibility. It was
Yeah, so
done
nobody
before
could have snuck
nighttime.
in
Yes,
before
anyone
them.
who doesn't get this is just as stupid as the whore
Look at all those
bitchlet
images.
over there.
Yeah, she's actually getting off on being called names. And for some reason, Kokichi's letting her get off.
Before nighttime yesterday,
Why is Ryoma's ex like that? That's weird.
which means he was also killed during that time frame.
Yay! Now we know what time the crime happened, right?
I still don't really get it, though. Can we narrow down the time of death a bit more?
Sure we can narrow... Sure we can narrow it down more if we consider the source of the information. Wait, what? Are we talking about witnessing Ryoma alive?
This is it!
Yes. I'm a genius!
If we can find out who last saw Ryoma alive, we can narrow down the time of death. Kirumi, you were asking everyone when they had last seen him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Gonta was the last person who saw Ryoma.
What? Really?
Uh-huh.
And when was the last time Gonta saw Ryoma?
When Gonta was inviting everyone to insect meet and greet, so
Mm-hmm.
Gonta think that was maybe 8 p.m.?
Sound
If
about
he
right?
was last seen at 8 p.m. and was killed before nighttime officially began.
Then we can assume the crime took place between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night.
So all we must do is find someone with no alibi for that time period, yes? Simple enough. After all, most of us were detained by Gonta then.
Hell yeah.
If I recall correctly,
Now we're getting to the groovy music.
the only people that weren't there besides Ryoma...
That would be the four of us. Myself, Kaito, Mew, and also Maki.
Yeah, but
Well,
Kurumi is tied up
Kirumi,
for a while.
You would tell the truth, even if it screwed you over.
But it doesn't
I
screw
do
her
this
over
for
because she has
everyone.
alibis.
It is my duty to unveil the truth, so I do not care if people suspect me.
She has an alibi though, so she's fine. Same with,
Beautiful! Your spirit of self-sacrifice is just too
you know,
beautiful.
just as I'm Complimenting you, you get creepy on me. God damn
I
it,
will also
Koriki.
say this. The crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night, and I was at the...
I clicked. Fuck.
But I was only there for about 5 minutes.
Why would you
Here's your
even
cup of
say
dessert
that,
champagne.
though?
Don't mind me. I'm putting an
The
olive
tiny noose
on
around
them,
your
looking
neck,
like
you know.
someone who would probably like olives. I don't know. I've never had olives, so I will gladly try it with the dessert champagne.
I don't care if it was 5 seconds. It's way too suspicious that you were alone.
Yeah,
in the
but
gym.
she was accounted. Okay, because we have to keep in mind. Okay, so if we're lining up everybody's alibi, 8:55, because it was 5 minutes before Kokichi left. Gonta brought in Himiko and Angie, who were in the gym with Kurumi up until that point. And here's my juice. Hell yeah, enjoy that juice. But so Kurumi was in the gym with Angie and Himiko. Then Gonta came and got them. And 5 minutes later, when Kokichi left, he immediately ran into Kurumi. So unless we're somehow saying within 5 minutes she killed Ryoma, got him into the tank, it's not possible to do in 5 minutes. And then, what's it called? Kurumi had Kokichi trapped until nighttime. Had the both of them trapped. And so that only leaves Kaito and Maki.
I think the
And
cleaning
Miyu, I
lady
guess.
Here is the culprit. You killed Ryoma, didn't you?
No, she didn't.
It's too soon to tell. We should hear what everyone has to say, right?
Don't worry, I never had olives either. I just had a friend named Olive.
Fuck that noise.
Wasn't that a thing on some Disney show? There was a person named Olive?
But Miu, you don't have an alibi for when the crime occurred either, do you?
I think that was a thing.
You think I'm suspicious? I don't even know where the gym is.
And that's sus.
Doesn't telling such obvious lies make you more suspicious, Mew?
Koriki
The
is
other
mean
two
child.
without alibis are Kaito and Maki. Let us hear your testimony.
Look at this. Like, everyone's saying Koriki is being creepy, but, like, he's helping us. He's being more helpful than half the people in this room. He's, like, actually being like, alright, let's use process of elimination here. He's using his brain.
I was in my research lab the whole time. I didn't go to the gym.
Yes.
But that cannot be proven, can it?
What about Kaito? Only murderers grow out.
Starting to
creepy
agree
facial
Miyu
hair
on
like
this. I mean,
mustaches
she'll
and
have one less person to
goatees.
clean up after she was probably all for the messiest, so I wouldn't. So why wouldn't she get it? Because she couldn't have, even if she wanted to, unless she somehow within 5 minutes from the span of 8:59 to 9 o'clock, because that's the only time Kurumi was alone before nighttime, because she was in the gym helping them. Then Angie and Himiko left. Then 5 minutes later, she ran into Kokichi. So unless she within 5 minutes would have had to kill Ryoma, bring the tank down, put him into the tank with the glass thing, and then set it all back up. Plus she couldn't have done it. She physically could not have. Also, by the way, tell me if the mic sounds fine while you're here, because I was messing with some settings for it, and I tried to make it so there's no background noise, so hopefully it sounds better. Or maybe it just sounds worse, and I just don't know.
What? My goatee's not creepy. It gives me a glamorous
It's
celebrity
creepy.
vibe.
Sounds perfectly good.
Anyway,
Very good.
among those 4, the culprit must be the one who doesn't have an alibi.
I apologize, but given the circumstances, we have no choice but to suspect you.
I suspect it's either Maki or
Suspect who?
Kaito.
Who's the culprit?
Wait up! Why are you guys suspicious of
Oh,
me?
it's one of
I've
these
been
where they're
helping-
all talking.
Oh, wait. Remember now.
Either Maki killed and Kaito hid the body, or Kaito killed. Kaito's involved in some way.
I'm suspicious as the trial progresses.
I'm
No
not the
way I'm the
culprit.
culprit.
Or Miyu did it. Oh no, Mass Panic debate's gonna start. That's what you're thinking, right? You're exactly correct, buddy, but let me give you another tutorial first. Mass Panic debate this time around will have loud voice dialogue. It's when your opponent shouts their opinion in a loud voice. It blocks out everyone's arguments. Even if you see a weak spot, you can't refute it. Oh no, what will you do? Then that's what you're thinking, right? Luckily, it's just like white noise. Shut them up with your left-click silencer. After all, After that, all the arguments will be audible again. Then just shoot the truth ball at the weak spot. You know the drill. Okay, so I just shoot the silencer. That way I can hear everybody again. My mic is not working for me. I've been using the audio type. Ah. Well, I just know... Whoa. Hang on, I need to pause this real quick. I just got randomly dizzy. In the most violent way possible. What into heck? What into heck? Literally, I was just staring at my computer screen and just everything started spinning. Give me just a moment, please. Okay, I think I'm good. I do not know what the hell... Well, I know exactly what happened, but... It'll be fine.
What is your alibi?
Hiding in the classroom.
When I was running from
I even
Gonka,
tried hiding in the
others
girls'
were with
bathroom.
things got a little heated if you catch
Until
my
they
drift.
left with
Filthy
Gonka.
male pervert! What's Monkey's
That was
alibi?
5
Then
minutes
right before
before 9
nighttime, I got
p.m.
tired and fell
I
asleep.
didn't run
Did
into
you
anyone.
really leave the
the
gym at
girls'
9 p.m.?
I was in
Are
my
you
research
sure
lab
you
the
did
whole
not
time.
stay at the gym?
No, in my own room. Jeez.
Kokichi's account. Easy.
I heard it!
I heard the contradiction.
No, I think Kirumi is telling the truth. Kokichi's story proves it.
Bada bing, bada boom. Which narrows it down to Maki and Kaito. Right when I got to the entrance hall, Kurumi spotted me. That was right after I left Gonta's lab, so it was right around 9 p.m. So she started throwing questions at me left and right, asking if I was up to no good. She just kept talking, and then finally let me go at 10 p.m. when nighttime rolled around. A whole hour? Well, only first half hour was a lecture, then we played tag for the other half.
Kokichi met Kirumi at 9 p.m., and they were together until nighttime.
Gonta went to the gym to catch Himiko and Angie 5 minutes before 9 o'clock. After I left Gonta's lab, I ran into Kirumi. I'm pretty sure Kirumi stayed at the gym 5 minutes till 9 o'clock.
This information could have been told to us beforehand.
You could have told it to us too, don't blame him.
Sorry, forgot. I definitely didn't keep it a secret to make
That
the trial
makes
more
me
interesting.
sus of Kurumi now, because she could have said that.
Forgot? It seems far more plausible that you were telling another lie.
Unlike robots, we meatbags can't pull out our memories from our hard drive.
Was that supposed to offend me? Your irrationality fills me with pity.
If I am the
You
culprit,
know what pity is?
that would mean I killed Ryoma within 5 minutes, transported him to the gym, and hid him in the piranha tank.
Exactly. See, it's impossible.
If you called Ryoma out to the gym and killed him there, you wouldn't need to move him.
There's still 5 minutes.
All you would have to do is hide him in the piranha tank.
Gonta was in the midst of heading to the gym to capture Angie. Are you claiming I took advantage of that and called Ryoma for a rendezvous at the gym?
That'd be pretty difficult. We should
Exactly.
probably
Like,
let
she
the
would have had to
others
literally let him know in 5 minutes. There's no physical
Maybe
way.
someone snuck into the gym while Kirumi and I were busy talking.
The only ones capable of that are the other three with no alibis.
Mew, Kaito, and Maki!
Exactly.
You're including me
But I don't think it was Miyu because she was naked for
But
some
there's
reason.
actually one person we can rule out of the suspects list.
Right? There's one person who's totally not suspicious.
It's not
Say
you,
who it is
Kaito.
already.
One person could be eliminated as a suspect. According to Kokichi. You must be talking about the figure you saw. They certainly would have an alibi. We need to pin down who that was. Can I click? The key to the fact lies in Kokichi, Gonta, and Miyu's statements. According to what we know, the figure Kokichi saw must be Miyu Aruma.
That's it.
In a minute, she was
Kokichi,
naked.
You're talking about Mew, right?
Was she naked?
What?
Well, yeah. No,
Mew?
because she used her secret woman weapon or something, right?
Yeah,
That was the
you
whole
can
deal
take
with
her
it.
off the list. She actually has an alibi.
Booyah! Suck it, nerds!
You're not even aware of the fact you have an alibi.
Wait
Shut
a
up.
sec. Since when does she have an alibi?
If you compare everyone's statements, there's no other possibility.
Big facts. Oh yeah, I did see something odd while Kurumi was lecturing me. Something odd? I saw a half-naked girl wandering around the courtyard in her underwear. It was too dark for me to make out who it was, but I saw her walk around for a bit.
A girl walking around half naked.
No offense, Maki, I don't think
Who
it was
else
you.
could it be? But the horny exhibitionist Mew.
Yep.
We can't just jump to conclusions like that. He just saw a shadow, right? That could have been anyone walking around in women's underwear. Even me.
Kaito, is there something you'd like to tell us? A hobby that you partake in, perhaps?
That'd be a whole different issue.
No,
It's not really an
it's
issue.
Mew, without a doubt. Mew and Gonta's
More of just kind
statements
of
prove
a interesting fact, as they say. Oh, Gonta see Miyu, but Gonta's face get red hot, so Gonta no could bring her. Your face got hot? You mean you were hot on her trail, right? Do tell, Kaito. I could just imagine Monokuma, like, posed up on his... Like, he's a girl at a sleepover, like, elbows on the bed, like, both hands on his face, like, oh, do tell. Like, that's Monokuma 1,000,000% in that moment. No, she used her, what she called it, secret woman weapon, and then... Huh? Oh, well... I, had to use my secret woman weapon. Let's just leave it at that.
I see.
I see.
Sounds like
Oh, wait, I
Gonta
forgot
got
the
an
talk.
eyeful,
Sounds
What?
about right.
Why the heck were you in your underwear, Mew?
That's exactly how it goes.
Well, 'cause, you know, I'm pretty stacked, so...
Okay, so hold up. Let's figure out why Miyu actually was in her underwear. Yo, 5 million IQ. What if Miyu at that point had already killed Ryoma, but the piranhas bit her clothes? And because the piranhas bit her clothes, she didn't want them as evidence, so she just threw them away, which forced her to be naked. But nobody would approach her because they'd be nervous to be around a naked girl.
I figured I'd take
So
my
maybe
clothes
Miyu
off
did
since
kill her.
Gonta would be too flustered
Maybe
to
Miyu
touch
killed
me.
them. I might be wrong.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, you cockroaches.
Oh God!
Anyway, I think the blood...
Mew was.
Ah, get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! This is a wholesome PG stream where we say the word fuck.
So you're welcome, Gonta. Think of me during your next tug session.
Gonta, don't listen to this harlot.
Most of that was unintelligible nonsense, but it would seem that Mew has an actual alibi.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, it took a while, but at least we got everyone's alibis cleared up. We should remember all of this in case we need to recall these events again.
Alibi trace. Oh, well, that's helpful.
That leaves Kaito and Maki.
Oh my
as the
God,
only
Miyu, why?
ones with no alibis.
I'm telling you,
Then one
Miyu
of
killed
them
him.
must be the culprit. But which one, I wonder? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch the culprit by its...
Hold up! Don't decide just yet.
Uh-huh. 2 prime suspects, Kaito and Maki. Something inside me doesn't want to accuse Kaito. I want to believe Kaito. Until he's proven guilty, I will trust him.
Maybe we should determine the sequence of events. The culprit
No, we should do something more fun. And I have the perfect idea.
Okay. What is it? What?
We narrowed it down to 2 people, and one of those 2 is the culprit, right? Since since we don't have to randomly accuse each other, finding the truth.
So I'm gonna
got
be
much
concerned that
easier.
Angie has a freaking mallet and sharp tools in her outfit. Yeah, but she hasn't killed anybody yet, so I guess it's fine.
So let's find the truth with a more effective method.
And what is this effective method?
If one of them is the culprit, then the innocent one should know who the guilty one is. Yeah? Because if you know you're not the culprit, then you can just accuse the other person.
Yes.
What
that is
Among
true.
Us logic is this?
Which means there is one person among us who definitely knows
He
who
said
the
it.
culprit
He said Among
is.
Us. He said Among Us. I'm about to fucking do a backflip.
To that someone who knows, do your best to convince us. Work harder.
Work harder?
Have the two argue for their innocence. That's how we'll decide our culprit.
Or we could use facts and logic.
Even if we did that, wouldn't they just pass the blame back and forth?
And...
Huh?
You guys talk about cooperation and teamwork, but you're all afraid. You're too scared to point your fingers at others, so you hide behind the word trust.
Dude, is this game not about hope and despair? It's about trust.
How do you
Did we
expect to
change
find
the
a
entire
culprit when
ideals
you're
of
all worried
Danganronpa?
about each other's feelings? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit!
Dude, Kokichi is fucked. Like, Nagito at least was fun and handsome. Kokichi's just out there right now.
If we want to find the liar, I suggest that the two suspects argue against each other.
Why are you being
No more pointless
seductive?
deductions. All we need is for them to fight for their lives. So let's host an argument that's totally not boring but super fun! We'll catch the culprit in their lies when we find a contradiction. We'll scare the culprit until they screw up! That's how a true class trial works. Right,
What
Monokuma?
the fuck?
A development like that would liven things up a bit.
Yep, I totes agree.
Why are you
You're
agreeing with Monokuma?
Just whose side are you on?
I'm on your side. I don't want to die either, you know.
I just remember whenever we put them in a Kambin Bay, actually just started sitting there and they just killed each other.
That's why we need to take this seriously.
Wait, what?
Hot debates.
Are you talking about a different killing game or just one of your vacations?
And how do you expect us to start this?
Killing games?
If you guys need some help getting started, I can give out the first topic.
Okay.
Our first topic is this. Ta-da!
The Cubs pad?
Not just any Cubs pad, but the one given to our latest victim, Ryoma.
Who had Ryoma's motive
When we
video?
started investigating, I went straight to his room to borrow it.
Wait, we couldn't find it when we searched. But how did Kokichi have it? Because Monodam took all the Cubs pads back and gave them back.
So it wasn't the culprit who took the video from his room. It was you.
And the reason why I brought it out just for this occasion is because one of these two had Ryoma's motive video. Dun dun dun!
One of these two had it?
Either Kaito or Maki had it.
And for us to figure that out, we need to know who this motive
Freaking my
video
mic and audio
belongs to.
typed in Grammarly are messing up the typing. Oh, you're doing like the text-to-talk thingy-ma-doohickey. I see. My eyes are being used, I understand.
Take a guess, everyone. Whose motive video did Ryoma have?
Motive video that Ryoma had. Was it Kaito or Maki's? I should know the answer. Wait. We had Kaito's. I thought it was saying who had... Not who had Ryoma's, but Ryoma had
Maki's
whose.
motive video, right?
Wow, how did you ever guess? Ooh, I know! It's because the motive video that you have belongs to Kaito. Process of elimination wins again. The
So
obvious answer was
Kokichi
Maki,
watched them
right?
all.
Is that true, Shuichi?
Yes, you're right.
And what about that? Just because Ryoma had my motive video, that doesn't make me the culprit.
Finally, you said something! This is how a debate should be.
What is
I only
going
brought up
on?
the motive video to make you talk.
Excuse me?
Okay, now that we got the party rolling, let's get you and Kaito ready to argue.
This isn't some gladiator bout.
If you're not the culprit, then that means the other one is. Got that?
No, I don't think that's right. Now that they're pinning them against each other like this, like, I feel like it could be
Let's
Miyu,
start
and it
this
explains why
extreme
she's
death
half
debate.
naked.
Tear up the other's lies, rip each other apart.
Wait just a minute. What are you trying to...
Quit screwing around! We don't need to debate who's a culprit! I'm not the culprit! That's for sure.
Which means...
Kaito, wait. Maybe Kokichi is wrong. Maybe he...
But Maki isn't a culprit either!
There it is. Kaito believes in her.
What?
Huh? Really? You're saying neither of you are the culprit? Then what would be the point of this whole debate?
Who cares about that? All I know is that neither me or Maki are the culprit. It's just a hunch I've got.
A hunch?
Hunch?
You can't say a hunch like that when you're basic. I mean, you're based on facts,
Are you being
actually.
serious?
You're
You do
applying
know all
logic.
our lives are on the line here, right? And you're betting our lives on just a hunch?
You don't get it. This isn't just any hunch. This is an official hunch from the Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars.
What?
How illogical. This is even more difficult to comprehend than Kokichi's antics.
You're
I don't
totally
think it
not
is.
serious. You
I
No,
clicked.
he might actually be that stupid. Damn idiot!
Is he that
A
stupid?
damned idiot!
Hey, don't call me an idiot. Anyway,
Goddamn
me and Maki
idiot,
aren't
I
the
get it.
culprit. There's no doubt about it. I believe in Maki.
Kaito, is this where you tell me that you and Maki were holding hands
What?
last night?
You believe in her? But based on what?
Huh? I don't gotta base it on anything. No matter where the clues point. In the end, the only thing that matters is what I believe, right?
No. What matters is facts and logic, Kaito. You're not.
Whether I believe or not. Whether I want to believe or not. That's the only thing that matters.
So, you do not have
Now
any
half of the class is calling him idiot. I would call him an idiot too. We're sitting here like, okay, we've used facts to get us this far. The facts have pointed to the fact that it's either you or Maki. And he's just like, no. And they're like, okay, do you have evidence for saying no? A hunch.
Only baseless conjecture.
Mm-hmm.
But I totally get where he's coming from. Because I want to believe in Himiko too.
What to believe, huh? Yeah, I think I understand that.
Wanting to believe in someone is a beautiful act, yes. However, it is a sentiment that has no place in a class trial.
Once again, Koroki is spitting facts.
He's an idiot after all.
Shut the fuck! Oh my god, I want to punt you through the stained glass window. Oh, I want to punt. I wish to punt.
It's okay to be
I wish to
idiots,
burn
as
at the
long as you
stake.
believe in people.
Hell yeah, Gonta.
Guys, I said don't call me an idiot. Really hurts my feelings.
Nobody cares about your feelings, you dumbass. It's not true. It's true. That's not what a class trial is about. You're supposed to think logically. You can't let your feelings into it. It's absurdity. Total absurdity. But then again, that absurdity saved me before, right? When did it save you? Why? Why do you trust me, Kaito? There's a chance on the cult. I believe in you. Because I want to. Do I need a reason other than that? What? Isn't that why you believed in Kaede? I mean, sure, I might get betrayed in the end, but if I worry about that, I won't be able to believe in the people I want to believe in. If I can trust my logic, Maybe I should trust Kaito's feelings, too. Yeah, it'll work out in the end, so...
I'll believe in Maki as well.
What?
That's our Kaido, right? Making us think with our hearts.
You too? How could the ultimate detective believe in someone without proof?
I
But there's
agree.
no proof linking Maki or Kaito to this crime either. I believe in innocent until proven guilty. For now, they are innocent.
Right on,
There
Shuichi.
is proof.
I knew I picked a good sidekick.
There's proof that we just narrowed down the list of alibis.
And by the way, I might be the ultimate detective, but I'm in training. I told you that, didn't I? I'm just an apprentice, not a real detective.
Okay, don't make us doubt you, you dumb fuck.
How do you plan to get closer to the truth without suspecting either of them? Unless you have evidence to the contrary, these two will remain suspects.
So I just have to turn it around, right?
Huh?
Maki?
It's not like I owe that idiot a favor or anything just because he defended me.
You keep calling him an idiot. Are you tsundere?
But that hopeless idiot may have encouraged me a bit.
Aw, he likes Kaito. Too bad Kaito went in the
Seriously,
big
enough's
titty
enough.
Kaede.
Stop calling me an idiot!
What are you trying to say, Maki?
I didn't want to say anything, but I can't stay silent forever.
Uh-oh.
So I'll tell you.
Tell us?
Oh, tell us what?
I met up with Ryoma during nighttime yesterday.
Huh? Maki, you couldn't have fucking said this sooner? What?
With Ryoma? At nighttime?
Which means Ryoma was alive when the gym closed. Which means they had to go through the window, which means everybody's alibi is completely useless now.
So Ryoma was still alive at nighttime?
I thought the crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night.
But that's wrong, because I met up with Ryoma during nighttime.
If that's true, then we have no basis for suspecting only Kaito and Maki.
Literally everyone
That's
becomes a
right.
suspect.
Everyone suspected them, because they have alibis for those times.
Okay, Maki, do you have proof
That
of some
means me
kind?
and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
You're still suspects.
Quit fucking around! You think I'm dumb enough to swallow that line of crap?
Yes, this seems too convenient.
But why did Maki wait until now to mention that?
Didn't... Is she lying?
It's totally obvious. Maki's so
Is she
desperate that she has to lie.
Was that a lie? Yo, I just realized today's Friday. That means in 2 days, I'm going to have a, I'm gonna have my mouse, I'm gonna have a mouse pad. Because it shows up on Sunday. So it's pretty epic. Because I've been scraping my mouse against this desk for a couple of months now, and it's probably not good for the mouse. I don't know why I remembered that and wanted to bring that up now, but yeah. Did Maki lie to us? It's true. We don't have all the facts. Why would Maki say that now, of all times? If I trust her innocence, I should believe her statement. But should I? Okay, so that's the halfway point. Okay. Only an hour and 14 minutes to get to the halfway point. Not bad. Do you want to save? Sure. Okay, so... If Maki's telling the truth, that's kind of important.
Now then,
It seems the voting results are finished. Now then, let's see the result. Will you be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
The hell you
Wait a second. What result? Voting time hasn't happened yet. Yes, it has. Don't you remember, Manasuke? No, it hasn't. You're the one who doesn't remember, Monotaro.
uh-oh.
Oh, man, you're right. Silly me, I'm so forgetful. Here's to another. Another for you and another for me. Wow, I didn't expect you all to get so worked up over such a small lie. You kids are pretty gullible, huh?
Now then,
Well, anyway, let's just skip this trial and jump ahead to chapter 3.
The hell you
Wait a second,
saying?
we don't know the culprit yet.
aw.
Yeah, who killed that Taro? That was Chapter 1's case. How can you be this forgetful? Yeah, Kaede did it, and they... Dude, if I can't deal with another gruesome fucking execution like Kaede's. Kaede's was fucked. Like, Doki Doki Literature Club levels of fucked.
Another shocking truth revealed.
Back to square one.
Square one? If Square won, they wouldn't have got eaten by the competition.
Square One is the name of a contenders team for Overwatch, fun fact.
After that terrible movie, they had no other choice.
Wow, what does that mean?
You are not the smartest bulb in the
He
bunch.
doesn't want to get involved in another pointless argument, like this one.
Dude, Monosuke is about to kill one of them. This is gonna boil down to Monosuke versus Monodam. Watch.
We shouldn't listen to anything Maki says. She's just gonna throw out more lies.
But if we
But
don't
if
ask
she's
her for
telling
more
the
details,
truth...
how will we know for sure?
Here's the thing. If Maki's lying, then Maki's the killer. If she's telling the truth, literally anybody could have killed him.
I told you already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
You're a liar, you cunt.
You're one to talk.
Shut up. Himiko, you're not allowed to agree with me.
Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say.
Tenko, stop simping for multiple people.
It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab. He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Motive video?
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct? Does this mean you and Ryoma received one another's motive video?
Maybe. I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
It's just me as Kurumi's voice, like, from something. I feel like I've heard her voice before.
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pad.
True.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
Kokichi
He
told
went
him.
around asking at random. He might have asked some people besides Maki.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
And this is where we lie to prove Maki's statement.
Then,
Probably.
who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pad?
Who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video? It would have had to be someone who knew who had each pad. I wonder who it could fucking be. You little fucking shit.
It's you! That would be Kokichi.
Cubs pads! Got them all! I even got the pads belonging to the people who aren't here. Now everyone can watch their motive video.
So, you saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his?
When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
What happened then, Maki? After Ryoma asked you
I
for
have
his
the
motive
odd
video?
feeling that I don't think Kokichi can think dirty thoughts. I think he's like 12.
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Wow, Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you in your sleep?
And then
Probably
what
because she
happened?
stays in her lab.
I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return. But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then. Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
You're still suspects.
If that story is true.
It's true.
Then why did you wait until now to bring that up?
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
But you got suspected anyway.
What for?
For murder! You fuck you! Oh my god, kill Himiko. Kill,
Kirumi
kill,
said it
kill.
earlier. It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos. That's pretty fishy, right? So I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
He's 16, not 12. Still, he doesn't think horny thoughts.
You didn't say anything because
I think
you
he's too
weren't
busy
in the
thinking
mood?
about being evil.
It is
But
quite
not like
selfish to
a
keep
good
this
type of
information hidden
evil.
because you
We're
were
not
in the
talking
mood.
like Kokichi's not like, you know, Joseph Stalin levels of evil. But he's not like Dr. Doofenshmirtz evil where there's some good within the evil. No, he's just kinda, he's like Dr. Evil. Where like Kokichi 100% would have sharks with lasers attached to him, you know what I mean?
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
Or,
Yes, yes. Those who believe shall be saved.
we're not talking about your cult, Angie.
No, we need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Well
True.
then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Huh? What now?
You never answered my question.
Oh, shit!
Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Is that really important?
Yes, because it proves that Kokichi talked to Ryoma.
Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma,
Then Kokichi saw Ryoma
it
later.
becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime.
I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
And he's gonna fucking
Now
lie.
you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Look at him, Suichi.
Well, Kokichi,
Look at
tell
Suichi. I'm
Ryoma.
so proud of him. He's just gonna
You
lie.
said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki. Okay, it's true.
You little
I told
fucking
Ryoma.
shit! I hate you so much. I go kill.
But that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Okay. But that means you saw him after 8 p.m. You saw him after nighttime started if you told him.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party.
The insect
I
meet and
just
greet.
checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
I see.
Anyway, if Kokichi told Ryoma that, then he must have gone to see Maki. That means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
Exactly!
No, we cannot be too sure about that yet.
Yes, because literally the only time... Think about this. Let's apply some semblance of logic here, Karumi. Listen to me. Hear me out, right? You held Kokichi captive until nighttime with your game of tag, which means 10 o'clock hit, and that is when nighttime started, which means nobody could go into the gym after that point. The time frame we're worried about is 8 to 10, and that is where we are suspecting Kaito and Maki. But because you held him there till 10, from 10 to 11 is when he was collecting the Cubs pads, which means in the time span from 10 to 11, Kokichi would have gotten the pad from Maki's room, which is Ryoma's video, and then would have had to have told Ryoma about it after the fact, which means Kokichi talked to Ryoma at nighttime. I have a Discord notification. I'm gonna get rid of it before I get Engi. Okay. Discord notification gone. Me no Engi anymore. So Ryoma was alive.
Ryoma and Maki did meet. It does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday.
It does! Because I just proved
You
it!
still suspect me?
Kokichi would have
I
had to
am
talk to him
saying
at
there could be a
nighttime.
possibility. If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot trust you entirely.
What is this PNG? What is this? This is a virus, I'm gonna ban you. Do robots spell? I mean, if you can't go in water. Why does he have Suichi's hat? I don't like this. I'm going to X that out now and pretend I didn't have to look at that. Lighten the mood? The mood is light. I'm just frustrated with how dumb these characters are.
Because everyone's lives are at stake.
Apply a little bit of logic, please.
Then which is it? A lie? Or
Dude,
not lie?
regardless of if Maki's lying, like, say Maki's entirely lying, Ryoma never went to her, Kokichi still saw Ryoma alive at nighttime.
She's not lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
It doesn't matter if she's lying.
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now. No.
You don't
This is a
have the
world of
room,
lies and betrayal.
says the one who claimed magic for half an hour.
It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things.
It breaks my heart that you're
Maki's
alive.
testimony suspicious. It's far too...
It doesn't fucking matter if it's suspicious, you stupid shit.
This is difficult to determine.
Okay, fine, I'll find you better memes. Still going to be Danganronpa.
Maki
Yo,
is
I'm
lying.
fine with Danganronpa
Like I
memes.
said
I just,
before,
it's
a
very
liar like me
uncomfortable
knows their
to
own
see
crime.
Kokichi with Suichi's hat. I don't like it.
I'm
No!
not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during night.
Even if she's lying, you still talk.
I'm telling the
Kokichi's
truth.
lying! Kokichi is currently lying! Because Karumi went around and asked everybody. And the latest anybody saw Ryoma, according to her asking everybody, was 8 p.m. from Gonta. But clearly, for Kokichi to tell for Kokichi to tell Ryoma that Maki has his motive video, that would have had to have occurred after 10 p.m., aka after the start of nighttime, which means Ryoma was alive when nighttime began, and that is evidence that that Kokichi is withholding. Please, somebody use their fucking brain before I cry. Is it a lie or the truth? This is the turning point. This will change the fate of the case. And I said I would believe in Kaito. That means I believe in Maki. And that means I have to do it. I need us all to be on the same page. I have to change where the argument is going. Just like Kaede did. What? Are you talking about lying?
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
I feel like it's gonna be Maki alone and we lie, and it's gonna say us with Maki.
Did anyone see those two together?
Oh. Okay, maybe
I
not.
met with Ryoma the previous night.
Okay.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Maybe I don't have to lie.
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place,
Maybe I lie here.
then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie.
Okay, I think I have to contradict what Kokichi's, or not Kokichi, Koriki was saying.
Maki only see Ryoma at night? Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else. Surely they would have come forward already. If no one
Can prove
I'll reveal the truth.
Sorry I didn't come earlier. I was playing Smash with friends.
I
Don't
might
feel
not be
bad.
able to prove they met,
Do not ever feel
but
bad
I
if you
can
could not
prove
have,
Maki wasn't
if you're not
alive.
at a stream. It's fine. Why do I have to lie? I can just point out that Kokichi is lying and withholding information.
Well, Kaito and I train together every night. And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started late.
Let me see what this meme is. Let's see. Why can't I find a girl like this? I'm literally the girl in the pic. Damn. I forgot. Mukuro as Junko was actually kind of hot, not gonna lie.
Huh? Ah, Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything. Anyway, we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs.
You're
and we
capping.
heard two people talking.
People talking?
Okay, this is the last meme I'm going to look at because I wish to progress the trial, okay? This is the last one. Alright, let's do this. Oh no, Kito, where did you get a hand grenade? That's funny. I enjoy that. Nagito would have a
Only
hand
one of them
grenade.
was Maki, but we couldn't pick out the other one. But now that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
What?
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
Wait a minute. If you heard their voices, then that means...
They were talking, even though
Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
I don't understand why we're having to lie when we could just prove
hold
Kokichi is
up.
lying.
Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Because they didn't know it was
until
him.
Just now, I didn't think it was relevant. I had no reason to bring it up.
Now, we don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
That is true. If I knew for certain, I would have said so sooner. But considering the circumstances, I can't imagine it being anyone but Ryoma. None of us were talking to Maki last night, correct? So it must have been him.
And nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time? If I overheard a conversation in the middle of the night...
It's on the third floor and we're exercising, alright? We're bros being bros. We don't got time to go look at conversations.
We are still part of a killing game after all.
Listen, the only thing I'm going to kill is this fucking sweet rep I'm about to do on the weight rack, bro. Okay, that's how this works. You can see this one later if you want.
Whoa, chill out.
Just link
Why
it and
the
I'll click on
scary
it.
Face? That was my bad, but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know?
Hell yeah, look.
I wouldn't do something so uncool.
Alright, let me click on this now. That way I don't forget. Let's look. Hey boys, we going on patrol? See, you say that, but I think it'd be funnier if you just did the Dio pose. Like, you're doing poses involving hands, but the meme doesn't involve Dio. Like, if there's no JoJo in a hand posing meme, then what's the point of the hand posing meme? That's literally the whole point. JoJo's reference. I know you didn't make the meme, obviously, but still.
Voices. Maki is not lying.
Then Gonta will believe friends.
We didn't have to lie, though.
You're gonna
Like, it's
believe him?
annoying.
Just like that?
We didn't have to lie.
But Shuichi has no reason to lie.
Yes. If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep. Unless he wishes for death, we should be able to believe him.
That's right. You can believe me.
Yeah, you're right. I'll believe him too. Belief shall set you free.
Shut up.
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar. Especially
Okay,
after we
but
were
you're a
listening to
liar.
so
Like,
long.
we didn't have to lie.
We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's
We just have to
lying
prove
anyway.
he's lying. He just...
All right, that proves it then. Ryoma was still alive during nighttime.
Which
In other
changes
words,
who's a
me
suspect.
and Maki aren't suspects
You're
anymore.
still a suspect, you dumbass.
I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
So, everyone is culprit again?
Yes.
So, we're right back where we started. What a pain.
Okay. Monokuma, can you stop linking things? Because I want to look at them, I assure you. But I'm also trying to do this. This is Uma. He's a possum. I found him in the trash. He lives with us now. See, I'd laugh at this more, but it's a How I Met Your Mother meme. And fuck How I Met Your Mother. I got invested into that show. How about you... You know what? Instead of linking them to me, what if you posted them? I think I have a memes channel in my Discord. Probably, maybe. Or you could just post them in general. That way I can just look at them later. Yeah, you can just post them in general. You just post them there and then ta-da. Easy clap, as they say. That way I don't have to keep clicking on links throughout the stream. And you can send them to me whenever.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
I delete Discord to free up room on my phone. Alright, well I can't help you then.
Well, the gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning, but...
That's not possible. Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
So did we fuck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
No.
I don't think so. We have evidence to prove that's what
Send
happened.
the links to you via Twitch through DM. I'm not going to see it. So you can just keep posting them in chat.
Then when did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
When did Ryoma get placed into the piranha tank? Maki was with Ryoma around midnight. So it couldn't have been before nighttime. And if it couldn't have been that morning after, that leaves...
The only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
Which is why the rope bridge had to be built.
The gym's not open at nighttime, dick cheese.
Dick cheese?
But that's
Shut
the only
up.
possibility, because by morning we were already at the gym.
It may be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide
Oh my
as
god,
the
like...
snoozing sorceress.
I will pay money for the spoiler. I will pay money for someone to tell me when Himiko dies so I can throw a party.
What a terrible title for a guard.
Are you positive that you did not see it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime.
Himiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball.
Yeah, the ball that's gonna hit her in the fucking head when I chuck it at her at Mach speed.
I don't even play baseball.
I don't care.
But we can't disobey school rules, right? The body was probably moved in the morning.
But
Calm
it can't have
down,
been.
everyone. Gonta sure if we discuss disagreement.
I see through your arguments.
Huh?
Disagreement?
The bad news is she doesn't die. What do you mean she doesn't die? If I can't deal with a game of a useless... I can't deal with it. I'm not strong enough.
You mean
No.
you're split down the middle again?
No. Dude, that's what... The only thing that pissed me off about Danganronpa 2 was that the end game characters that lived were all useless characters. I hate that so much. Like...
Jeez, we gotta do that whole crazy thing again?
Yes. It seems like our opinions are split on this matter. But if we focus on the evidence, the facts will become clear. All we have to do is show them and make them accept it. I can't get that and see the truth now. My life will have been for nothing. I won't fail. I can't deal with a game where a useless character lives to the end again. I can't. Damn, it's crazy to see that they're all cardboard cutouts. This is the third game in the series and we can't afford better than cardboard cutouts? Sweat's nervousness. Dude, this beat does go off. I'll give credit.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others, before the announcement.
Uh-huh.
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit?
Himiko!
Missed.
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Hell yeah.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym.
Rules.
Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym.
Tank.
I got this! You might be able to reach
I
the
got
tank
this.
from the window above the stage.
But pool next to gym also...
Maki!
Off limits, I saw it.
The pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
True.
But should we trust Mach?
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Hell yeah. Crouch bind. I'm going even further beyond.
This is our answer.
Why am I agreeing with Tenko and Himiko and Angie? Oh god, I hate it here.
It's true that you cannot enter the gym at
What is
nighttime.
this? Reddit? You're making me click on a Reddit link? Blech. Go away, peasant.
I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
Mm-hmm.
That window's higher than the piranha tank, and it's pretty close by. The curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
Probably because they
That
couldn't
means it
close
was
the
certainly
window.
Possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
They probably never got a chance to close the window. Damn it, I missed the scrum. Dude, the soundtrack does go off for that. I might have to, like, download or put that on my Spotify playlist or something and just play that from time to
However,
time.
I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
So this means it has to be somebody who was in the gym, aka Himiko, Angie, Kurumi, Kaito, and Kibo. Which means it's still Kaito.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window is far too high.
I'm eating like a queen. Hey, it's nice to hear. I had a French bread pizza, like the Stouffer's French bread pizza, earlier for lunch. It was nummy. It was actually really refreshing because that was the first time I've eaten lunch. Well, obviously this year, teehee, but literally this is the first time I've eaten lunch in like probably 3 months, give or take. My family's been so broke that we've just kind of been eating one meal a day, and that's dinner, so it was nice to actually have lunch for once. So that way my belly's not rumbling while I'm streaming. Got lobster rice and a baked potato for my hungry ass? Yo, that sounds delicious. Alright. See, Nahigi tell... I don't get it. Nahigi tell... I don't get it. Why is Bayaki flustered? No more memes. No more. I'm done with the memes. I had a sandwich. That's nice to hear. No more. I'm banning them. I'm banning the memes. They're done for. Sandwich.
Ryoma was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
It didn't have to just be Gonta. It could have been anyone, you stupid. Oh my god, I wish to punt. I wish to kill.
But Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
Why is everything being...
Nothing to do with it.
Why is everything being blamed on Gonta?
I know. They used the ladder in the gym.
If it's in the gym, how would they use it in the pool, you dumbass?
You tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right?
Yes, from the stage.
So the culprit just needed to put the body through the window.
I just realized the game is... The OBS capture of the game is, like, slightly off. The meme is the first game meme? Yeah, I understand it's by Akuya, I just don't get it. Nobody told me the screen capture was off for the game the whole time. That makes me sad. I don't have a problem with the memes. It's just the issue of having to tab out to click on them, and then I'm just like I'm just trying to hammer through the trial, you know? I don't got a problem with the memes, but no, I don't think that method's possible because ladder couldn't have been used like that in this crime. I can prove it. Ladder doesn't reach the window. It's the stage that reached the window.
That's it. The only reason the ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage.
Do you want Danganronpa memes? Just let me know. I love Danganronpa memes. If you have stuff you would love to send me, I'm down to it. Just not when I am currently in the middle of solving a trial. I'm not trying to discourage the flow of memes. I'm simply trying to pretend that this stream has some sort of semblance of direction within it.
The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage.
Well, we found the rope.
Finally,
the rope stretches
the
across,
ladder was
right?
found in the gym, correct? If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
And they couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy.
And then they would have dropped like 20 feet to the pool floor and broken an ankle.
Then Gonta used his tard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
Can we not use
Gentlemen
that
not
word?
throw
The gamer
dead
word,
bodies
as some say?
or ladders.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin
And now
with.
you're sending me memes. God. Is this a stepping stone for hope? You just sent me the meme. The half of this is the meme I just received, and the other half is just the butterfly picture. I'm not some meme connoisseur. I'm what they call a slowpoke when it comes to memes, okay? So you know. I'm more of like if you wanna tell me about Doge. Much wow. Like that's more my speed in terms of memes. You know what I mean?
It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
Well, okay, sorry. No, I'm not saying be sorry. I'm just saying, like, understand. I appreciate you guys showing me memes because it's something you laugh at and it's something for me to laugh at as well. But the issue becomes like I have to tab out to click on it to look at it to be like, oh, haha, very funny when I'm trying to do the video game. I'm not trying to make people feel bad or discourage people from doing this, but it's the issue of, like, for example, it's kind of okay because there's only 2 of you guys here right now. But say, I don't know, you had like 20 some odd viewers and they were all just sending link after link after link after link, nothing would ever get done. Because then I'd just be clicking on links all day. And eventually somebody's going to send a link to like a virus or something and then I'm going to get uber cucked. What is this? Because I feel bad because I want to click on these... I want to click on the links because I want to see what you're showing me. Because I'm not trying to ignore you. This is a terrible zombie apocalypse team. What? Why would you have Mondo as the leader? He doesn't have any leadership capability. The brawler I get. I would have Mukuro as the weapon expert. Chihiro's the brain, that makes sense. Her as the medic makes sense. Why Leon is the speed fighter? I would put Peko as the speed fighter. Why is the mascot Usami? Why not Monokuma? Monokuma actually kills things. And I'm okay with Byakuya dying. So, all of that checks out. So you make a stream where we can just send you a whole bunch of memes. See, and that would be cool, and that'd be a good concept, because especially, you know, with my whole plan of streaming daily for as long as humanly possible this year, for as many days in a row as I can, like, eventually we're going to get to points where we need stream ideas, but, like I said, a meme stream, quote-unquote, where we just look at memes or look at funny videos people send in, like, that would work better if we had, like, a bunch of people. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure you guys have plethoras of memes that you could send me, just between the 2 of you alone. You could send me stuff for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours, but, like, if we have a bunch of different people doing it, then it diversifies what kind of memes we're getting, as well as just kind of, it just shows everybody some appreciation, some love, you know what I mean? Anywho, I don't even know what Kokichi said. I don't know where we are in the game anymore.
Sorry, you're right.
Why are you apologizing, Gonta?
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
Yeah, what she said.
How the culprit moved the body from the window. Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Last one for now, I swear. Oh.
Do you have the answer then?
What the hell? Is this saying only neckbeards play Danganronpa? Because I'm offended, but I understand. I'm offended, but I understand. I think that's going to be in... Okay, click on this one. When you hang out with Togami, you're not a clown, you're the entire sir. What is that high-res art of Byakuya? What the hell? Why is that so high-res compared to, like, his in-game? Like, the shading on it is different, the coloring... looks so much different. No, it's a template? Oh, it's just a template meme of, like, neckbeard shit and somebody just put the Danganronpa image over the computer screen? Very cool. Very good. Why are there people playing volleyball in that dude's backyard? That's clearly his backyard. That's not fair.
But of course. Tell
Alright,
him,
Kaito.
Shuichi. Blow them all away with the truth.
God damn you, Kaito.
I actually don't know that yet.
What?
The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't know how.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Lies about being in the black in every trial. It's the same template. I love the little fucking hairpiece that sticks up because it's essentially touching the words. But see, this is what I mean. We finished the first half of the trial in an hour and 14 minutes. And the second half of the trial is going to take literally 4 hours. Because we're just going to keep getting off course and off topic.
Seriously?
Serves you right. You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty.
Shut up, Tenko. You're a simp.
You just need to shut up and take their licks.
You're a fucking whore.
What are we gonna do, Shuichi?
I'm just gonna call you. I'm gonna call that. What do you mean, Kaito? I'm in the middle of figuring it out. Give me a second.
Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi.
I know. I have to do something.
How about you give me 2 seconds to think? I don't know what to do. I haven't figured that out yet. Except I have. Damn it. Am I really not enough? Am I no good? Am I no good as a detective? I can't do this. I can't.
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
What, Suichi? Why are you mentally breaking down? There's rope. Rope. There's the rope that's on the pool side, and the thing from the tennis net. You combine those, you make a super long rope. You go from the window where they killed Ryoma to the pool. It's not that hard.
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out.
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it. We
Doesn't
shouldn't
matter who it's
focus
done.
on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where he was killed.
Mm-hmm.
Where he was killed?
What about the tire in the pool? Exactly, the tire was probably used to transport them across. Which means the killer set this up beforehand.
Focused on the murder scene instead?
Yes, that's it. We were so caught up in where the body was found, when we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
Look at Maki being helpful.
Definitely have more clues
Oh
about the
dear
culprit.
Neptune. What? Why? What is this? Why is Hajime just smashing Nagito's face into some watermelon? Was he hungry? Is this how you feed your child? What in the goddamn? How's that drawing tablet going for you, by the way, Rat Artist? I remember you talking about how you saved it, or is it not here yet? I know you said you ordered it, but I don't know if you have received it yet.
Why didn't anyone realize this yet? That's strange.
Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Okay, listen, I'm not trying to be rude. Rat Artist and Monokuma and anybody else that is in the chat room, this is the last meme I'm clicking on. If you send links from here on out, I am ignoring for the rest of this stream. Because I would like to progress in the video game, please. What? Why is... So Kokichi just faked his death just to fuck with Suichi. Very cool. Alright, that is the last clink. The clink? I'm gonna fucking... That is the last link, L-I-N-K, like link to the past, I will be clicking on for the remainder of this stream. Because I have a murder to solve. Okay, but if I find a really funny one, I'm going to have to send it. You can send the link all you want. You can describe it to me in vivid detail. This is no offense and I love you all. But I will not be clicking the link. Okay? Cool? Cool. I'm just making that known so nobody feels bad when I don't click on their links. Okay? I'm just making that known.
Then, culprit is someone in this room.
Yes, Gonta, culprit is someone in this room. It's important to remember. It's not as if everyone here wants us to find the truth. One of us is trying to sabotage this trial.
Well then, let's discuss
Who's
the
been
crime scene to
sabotaging the
figure out
trial?
who the culprit is.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was...
It's gotta be
Himiko told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
Why were you living under a bridge?
Himikawa under the bridge?
That's an anime reference. We can determine where all this started. We can determine how it ended. Yes, it's much too soon to quit. This trial has only just begun.
Thank you, Maki.
By the
That
way,
was a helpful
I just keep
insight.
changing Suichi's voice because I'm dumb. Monokuma, I told you.
Can't believe you didn't know.
I told you.
I
I
guess that's why he's going to
I
practice.
warned you. You're officially being told. Re. Me. Just for that, I'm gonna talk like this the rest of the stream.
First, let's
I'm
establish.
gonna say, ooh, woo, Mr. Obama, get down.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning.
True.
There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drowned in toilet? Impossible.
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool.
No, that's wrong.
Even if you use magic, there's no other way.
That's wrong.
We're fine. That is incorrect. Why do I have a Discord message?
The pool could
I just
not have been the
and
scene
now
of
the
murder.
game's.
Ryoma was killed at nighttime.
This is why I hate tabbing out, because now the game isn't full screen. And do you know how much it pisses me off that the game isn't full screen because this stupid game. Fucking stupid piece of trash, worthless fucking fuck. Whatever, good enough.
No swimming
Isn't
is
that-
allowed at nighttime, so a living person could not have gone in.
I don't like how this game can't say full screen.
Fine, 'cause it's just an object. But if a living person entered the pool, I think I might cry.
I hope you do cry.
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying.
That's your brother.
In the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
That's your brother.
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
Is this a sports ball reference?
Anyway, we can conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
Where was Ryoma killed if not pool? Is there other place where water can be stored?
Yeah, his head. Where was Ryoma killed? I know there's some kind of clue. The scratched handcuffs, so he was killed in his, he was killed in his lab. Scratched sink.
This is it! The sink in Ryoma's lab. There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Scratch marks on the sink?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe those scratches were caused by...
The handcuffs, because the handcuffs were also scratched.
This is it!
Uh-huh.
The handcuffs. They were scratched as well, correct?
Oh yeah, sort of looked like they'd been scraped against something.
Mm-hmm. Big facts.
There's
You know,
also
how
the
did it
fact
feel
that
killing
the
him, Kaito?
handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab. The marks on the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room. The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
Because Ryoma
Because,
was
yeah,
wearing
he was
them.
wearing them, which means he was drowned in his lab.
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank.
Is that a Wattpad link? Okay, hang on. Now because I have to click on it, I need to click on Monokuma's thing, because otherwise I'll feel bad. Giving the bully presents silly like you, punching the bully, getting off on being bullied, hiding from the bullies by cross-dressing. Yeah, killing the bully is an effective strategy. I will admit. For later. I got so scared because it was Wattpad and I was like, I don't want to read some lewd Danganronpa fanfiction. But instead, it's just Fuyuhiko being force-fed what looks to be some sort of food by Ibuki. He looks like a goldfish in that picture. Stop with the links. I'm banning everybody. Everybody's about to get banned. Dropping ban hammers left and right.
I'm certain he was wearing the handcuffs at the time.
The handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
So the culprit handcuffed Ryoma and drowned him in his lab's sink.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs.
Piranhas are
brain.
just kind of hungry.
Stop saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
That crunchy texture with the fatty parts just right. Then when they bite down, it gushes.
Stop! Please stop!
She's gonna be sick.
But how did culprit handcuff Ryoma?
It's simple. He's 3 feet tall. You kick him, he falls unconscious, and then you do whatever the fuck you want.
He could have used Shukuchi method to get away, unless someone ambushed him?
Hey, I've been sending Rat the rest of the links just for later.
It's possible they knocked him out before handcuffing him. Though there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not but bones.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by...
Just going to him.
Whoops. Don't pay attention to little old me. I'm just talking to myself.
Culprit
talk
was
to
willing to
yourself.
talk.
Pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed.
Why did it give Samugi this holy light behind her when she said that?
Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
And
So we
just
all
as I
agree
thought
Ryoma was
Samugi
drowned
was
in the
gonna
sink
be
in his
useful,
lab, right?
she proves me wrong yet again.
That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
He just held his head underwater, yeah.
All right, I'm calling it.
I
But
fucking
how
clicked.
did the culprits carry his body to the gym from there?
They didn't carry it, they
Isn't
ziplined
Ryoma's
it.
lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
It's actually not far at all. Although, perhaps it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
Was there a shortcut?
Shortcut between Ryoma's lab and the gym did the culprit use? The window?
There!
Duh.
The shortcut is the window in Ryoma's lab.
The window?
That's right. None of the windows in this school open. Except the one in Ryoma's lab. And on top of that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
Just, you know, you're about 30 feet in the air.
The culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window? Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym
What's
window.
vibrating?
How's that? Mission complete.
Your explanation contradicts some things we discussed earlier.
Does
The
it?
gym window was too high to reach from the poolside, even if one used
I
the
can't
ladder.
tell. And like, obviously this is off topic. Does Kurumi have big titty or does she not have big titty? Because like in this side profile, looks like she got big titty. But like from the front, she don't have big
I
titty.
must go on a journey to reflect on this.
Does she
We
have
keep
the
hitting
mommy
dead
milky
ends
or
since
no
we don't
mommy
know how
milky?
the
These
body
are
was
the
thrown
important
into the gym.
questions.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Not necessarily. We learned a lot of important information. Now that I'm sure the scene of the crime was Ryoma's lab, the case is becoming clearer. To determine how the body we got to the crime scene to where it was found, I had to figure out how to get to the 3rd floor, how to get from the 3rd floor window to the gym. Alright then, I have to analyze the possible methods and find the most likely. What do you have to do? Things like a psych taxi will start up. The objective of this mode is to gather the letter cubes lying around to form the question. Hold left click to accelerate and use the A and D keys to steer left and right. By picking up letter cubes floating around, you can complete the question. Once you complete the question, you head towards the escort that has the correct answer. Wait, I'm picking up escorts? What the fuck? If this is the right answer, you get in the car. If it's the wrong answer, something bad happens. Also, there will be other cars on the road. If you hit these, you'll take focus energy damage. If it's getting dangerous, use spacebar to concentrate, stay calm, and avoid them. Please drive safely. Tread the road. Please respond at your earliest convenience. Can I just hold W, or is it going to make me use left click? I can hold W. This is great. Okay. It's just clunky GTA. Wait, is that Tenko? Wait, I wanted to see those billboards. Okay, wait, there's more billboards. Who is that? It's not Tenko, is it? I can't tell who that is. Oop, I slammed into the wall. Okay. Wait, there's more billboards. Hang on, I want to look at these. What is... That's Tenko... It's Tenko running from something. It's Tenko Suichi. It's the bug meet and greet? Okay. Oh, I remember now. Yeah. Tenko was running away. I remember looking at the image and being like, yo, what the fuck? Korikio's in the background. I remember the image now. The body was brought from where? Oh, this is like the, what's it called? From Danganronpa 2. The skateboard game. Skateboard game. Body was brought from where? Lab window or lab door? The window. We just hit somebody with their car, and they got in the car. Next question. Logic dive, that one, yeah. Now we're in the Grand Canyon. Is this also... Oh wait, this is a different image. That's the magic show. Rain dive, Mind Runtaro. That's from the magic show. It's cool that it shows like little scenes on the billboards. Kind of remind you of stuff, I guess. I mean, granted, you're inside your own mind, so it makes sense. What if he just randomly saw Kaede and started weeping? There we go. Body was brought to the gym from where? The pool. These fucking links. These frickin' links, I'm getting angry. The gym door, the gym window, the window. These links. I'm so angry right now. You sent link, I angry. I'm very angry. I'm so violently upset, I'm going to cry. Next question. Oh wait, these are more billboards. I want to see these. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's them throwing Kibo. Last one I'll be sending to you. No, I don't think you will. I think you're lying to me. I feel like you are potentially committing a fallacy. After all, I am forming the No Cap Society or Foundation or something like that. Something. That's my goal for 2021. I missed. Ow. I'm gonna wait, there was a Monokuma. Ow. Alright, that's fine. You know, sometimes you just commit vehicular manslaughter. It just kind of happens. How's it move from the window? Classroom window to the gym window. Well, it wasn't in a classroom window. It was in the lab window, first off. Second off, you used a rope. It was like a little zipline thing somebody set up. From window to window, because they couldn't go in the pool. Boom. Dude, look at Suichi. He's got 3 babes in his car. Absolutely pulling in the ladies.
I've got it! Ryoma's body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window.
Yeet. They loaded him into a cannon and just shot.
It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
But Ryoma's small enough. He could just yeet, you know.
I don't believe he was thrown, but perhaps another way.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Huh?
Probably the tire.
With this
or the rope.
equipment, they can connect the 2 windows and move the body to the gym.
Equipment to connect the windows. I believe it was found near the body. The rope. There! Hold on, let me look at this link so I don't forget.
Stage could have been used to connect the windows.
Only had Suichi for a day and a half, but if anything happened to him, it would kill everyone in this room. Yeah, but I feel like it's the other way around. Well, I think they loved each other. It sucks that she died. I would have loved to see an actual romance in Danganronpa. I would have loved to have seen some consensual hand-holding. I think that would have been great.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Atua can reveal.
I was taller than you, loser.
During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage. But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason. It's
Honey.
a mysterious mystery.
If only you had brought this up sooner, you fucking...
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
Mm-hmm.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
Even if it's not, you have the tennis
rope is
cable.
roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows,
Yeah, because you're the expert
According
of
to the
rope.
sign at the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet.
And it's like 12 on each side, right?
And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet.
That's 16.
Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
If it's 65 feet of
Bet it's
rope...
long enough. That's what she said.
Shut up.
Wait, who said that?
Smoogie, you're
Even
dumb.
if the rope was long enough, wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie
Smoogie,
them to
can
the
you...
windows?
Smogie's gonna be the Sonya in this game, isn't she? Where she's just fucking useless. God damn it, I hate it here.
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No, going to think it would work. Just need one more rope.
Another rope. There was only one, though.
No, there was the pool, the
Oh.
tennis thing.
Then it impossible. Sorry.
No, Gonta, you're on the right track. Sure there was another rope. Or at least something that could be used as a rope. Where is it? Water tanks. Tennis net cable. Go back.
This is it! The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
How long is it?
About 50 feet or so. But
Now
how
that
do you
I'm
use it?
now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it's Kaito.
Okay, so
I think it's
first,
Miyu.
culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, culprit move to other side and tie cable to other window.
Mm-hmm. Then go down to the pool, bring it across, and then pull it.
After tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together.
Mm-hmm.
That how culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Wow, that's amazing, Gonta. You're so knowledgeable.
It's nothing. Going to use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Even if they
What?
did connect the windows with a rope.
How
they
does
can't
rope
carry
help you
bodies
get
just
bugs,
like that.
Gonta? Wait, go back to that. That's important. I want to know how Gonta catches bugs with ropes.
Eureka! I got it!
Oh, fucking
Thomas
Christ.
Edison once
Horny
said
decided
that
to speak.
genius is 1% inspiration and 99%
That's-
perspiration.
No, Thomas Edison said, I'm gonna steal this other dude's ideas, and it's gonna be fucking great.
But in my case, it's 100% inspiration.
It's 100% horny, and that's all you are, and that's all you ever will be.
Tell us already.
You can't be talking! Oh my
They
god, there's
handcuffed
so
the
many
body to the
useless
rope
characters.
And slid it from one window to the other.
It's
like
just I haven't
Tarzan.
noticed because they have personality in this game.
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop
think
making
it's
such
Miyu.
dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
Jesus Christ.
Ah!
Stop getting off on this.
Tarzan?
But also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
It is with an inner tube.
Rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Not just the rope.
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank. They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that?
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
Sure. You're confusing me. You were definitely onto something. It's true that the culprit needed to place the body directly into the piranha tank. If the body were to fall, the culprit would not have been able to retrieve it. They would only have had one shot at it. No second chances. So obviously, the culprit will have wanted to put the body in the tank carefully, meaning they would have wanted to get as close to the window as possible. The problem is, how did they get near it? If there's a rope strung across and you know there's an inner tube, and we all know that the rope right now, and we all know that right now was a rope that connected the windows. Somehow the culprit used that to move the bodies and were close to the windows themselves. To make that work, they will had to have used something else. But what would they be? What could it have done?
All right, Shuichi, the stage is finally set.
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial.
This is such
It
a
all
weird
starts
mid-trial
with you.
scene.
You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event. And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Together?
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick. I believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do this. I will solve this mystery and show everyone the truth. This is the main event. Something that was used between the ropes to move the body between the windows. Think. Come on, think. Oh, fuck. Where's R? I want to try an R. Okay. You. Not you. Good to know. Who's calling me? Give me just one moment. Okay. Annoying phone call over. I don't know. R-E? Not E. R-O. Rope. Rope what? Ropeway? We just discussed the ropeway, but okay. I don't understand how ropeway is one word. Iris is always so quiet for that. What the hell?
Yes, that's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
Okay.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that?
Wow, you got drain damage or something?
It's brain damage, but okay.
You need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
We do, it's the inner tube. It definitely was. The culprit used to move the body along the rope. Scenes where you have to deduce an image, mind will begin. In this mode, there's an objective to dig up the answer. How many mini games are there? At the beginning, the answer will be completely covered by pieces. Use the mouse cursor and left click to erase the pieces. Pieces will be erased when 2 or more of the same color connected. Oh god. I think I inhaled too much oxygen. The adjacent pieces will then change color in the following order: white, pink, yellow, white. If you do it right, you can remove all the pieces from an object. The trick is to predict how the adjacent pieces will change. When all the pieces on top of an object are gone, you select the object as an answer. You select the wrong object, your influence gauge will take damage. If there's just one piece left, you can repeatedly left-click on it to break. Below the current tie pedal, so just go clicking like crazy. It might sound complicated, but trust me, you'll get it as you play. Thank you for understanding. Okay, so I don't understand how this works at all. Oh, so it changes everything around it. Okay, so I'm looking for, like, the inner tube, I guess? That's not an inner tube. Oh, I have to predict how they change in order to help me. Okay, wait, I found the inner tube. It's right here. Inner tube. Easy. Oh, it was a chair. I was like, what the hell is that?
It's the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side?
This seems like a pretty ingenious invention for the ultimate inventor, Mioruma. That's all I'm saying.
The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows. And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported 2 people. The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym. Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds possible. But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules? It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
That depends.
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay.
But because the fact you're saying last time proves that's exactly what happened.
Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Eh?
The murderer, of course.
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Angie's been awfully nice to the Mono Cubs. No, it's Miyu.
Oh, shit!
It's Miyu because of the last piece of evidence.
Way to put your foot in your mouth.
His foot? Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Oh, you're not happy.
Pops?
Uh-oh. You're dead. You're fucking dead.
Uh-oh. Daddy's mad at you now.
Huh?
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Oh, it's Monosuke? I thought it was Monosuke.
No more
It's like
blaming each
Sasuke.
other. Everybody makes mistakes. I want us all to get along.
One of you's about to die.
Monodum's right.
Monosuke, you better thank Monodum. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
No.
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up? But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So Culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yes.
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder? Some crazy ass shit.
Crazy ass shit that you did
But if the mechanism was that complicated,
because of the
wouldn't it
last
be hard to put it all away?
piece of evidence.
Not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side.
Exactly.
Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see. The rope was thrown from the window. That's why we found it there.
Uh-huh.
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
All
Which is
during
why the
nighttime.
crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
Because they couldn't get into the pool.
I
It was
believe
wet.
that was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
The reason the culprit left it in the pool is obvious. They couldn't do it. It was nighttime.
That's it.
Because they weren't allowed to go into the pool.
Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
Exactly.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope,
it wouldn't work.
the
Because
steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
But there's no
Even if
pole long
inner
enough.
tube was closer to pool edge. Water's still too low to drag tube in.
Exactly. So it had to be left behind.
Sounds like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
Lazy
Yeah, it would
bitch.
take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them. Huh! What kind of clumsy dipshit
You.
drops an inner tube?
You're
and
the
can't
clumsy
retrieve it?
dipshit.
Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur.
It's you.
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. Well, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
She is.
Shut up.
Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough. Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway.
Well, then you're dumb.
Respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
Well, you're
What are you,
lame.
stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
No, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving this case. We're so close. We're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
Intelligence, because she's the ultimate inventor.
Who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Okay, you don't know. It's fine, Kaito. I was really thinking it was Kaito. But
You're
it's
just
me, you.
pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Damn, call him out, Maki.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
I do. Yes, I have a good idea who the culprit is.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You
Hell yeah.
believe in my detective skills?
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
Suichi Saihara. Yeah, I need to believe in my detective work. This whole setup would have had to have been prepared in the gym well beforehand. Knowing that narrows down the list of suspects. Alright. Where is she? Miyu or Ruma? Easy. Huh? Wait. Wait. It's not Miyu? But the black piece of fabric. It came from her glove, because otherwise the inner tube would have slid too fast. So Miyu's little fingerless glove, she would have used it to slow down, and that's why it ripped off and fell in the pool. How is it not Miyu? Uh-oh, is something wrong? Remember everyone's alibis. Do you think that person really made the mechanism in the gym?
Damn it!
What? Huh? Everyone's alibis? But she has the fingerless gloves, and the glove ripped off. Who else has black on their clothes? What, Suichi? Who else is wearing gloves? Not you. I don't think anyone else has gloves. You don't own gloves. You're dead. Did Ryoma... Well, no, Ryoma couldn't have killed himself at this point. She's not wearing gloves. Kurumi?
It has to be you.
Kurumi?
There's one more thing
Huh?
we still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Huh? Wait. Alibis for yesterday. Hold up. Wait. Hold up. This is important. Suichi, Kibo, Kiyo, Samugi, and Tenko were forced to gather in the Ultimate Entomologist Lab from 8 to 11 for the insect meet and greet. At 5 minutes to 9 p.m., Hiko and Hanji joined them. But what's her name? Until he ran into Kurumi from 9 to 10. So, but when would she have been? Well, she was in the gym beforehand. Because they had to put the glass panel in beforehand. But why would Kurumi kill? Oh my god, it even shows you in the picture, because it shows all of them. This picture doesn't have Kurumi, and then it shows the two of them. What? Why would Kurumi kill him?
Me?
What?
Kurumi was, like, doing everything for everybody, huh?
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
I'm assuming it's gonna be the
I, of course, am
alibis.
not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
And you have no alibi, do you?
Nobody has an alibi.
An alibi for nighttime?
I don't believe
I
anyone
believe
does.
most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work.
That's why I thought it was
Would be skilled
Miyu.
enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
No, because you had to put the pain
That's wrong!
Somebody in the gym would have had to put the pain in the water.
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi. Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
The glass pane as well as getting the rope, and you were the last one in the gym.
To the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required
What?
preparation.
But Kurumi was making us food.
That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym.
Why would Kurumi commit murder?
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up.
5 minutes? I mean, I guess it's just putting a glass pane and tying the rope.
Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pane in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion.
But
while I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
who is your voice actor, Kurumi? I need to look that up after this. This voice sounds familiar from other stuff.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
I wouldn't say it falls apart.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
Okay, never mind.
I was wrong!
Okay,
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words, it is just a guess, and then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more than deception.
Fuck, I missed. This is the conclusion we reached together. It's not just a guess. I have evidence on my side, and I'll show her.
I am referring
What
to the rope.
evidence?
Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
Oh, the marked window frame.
In other words, it
Fuck,
is just
I
a guess.
I missed. I
And
did the
then you
wrong
add
click.
Assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more than deception.
It's a conclusion. Yeah. Okay.
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
There is
Cut
evidence.
through your words! I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Were those
Why is this
scratches
what she
from when
chose
the
to
rope was tied to the
dispute?
window frame?
We already proved
Just
it.
tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage.
But to have weight
The
applied
rope
to
that
it.
was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi?
Did she
What's wrong?
kill?
What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey!
Is Kirumi quiet cause that's what happened?
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone!
For everyone?
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
What? Where is this coming from? The response seems genuine. So what does she mean by everyone? Is she doing this for all our sakes? Am I wrong? Is Kirumi innocent? No. I'm wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Kaito?
I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, it felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here?
An external motive. Wait a second. Hold up. Earlier, when Kokichi said he knew who had whose motive video, she was just like, oh, really? You know that? And it was just like a little offhanded comment. But what if she made that comment because she realized that somebody knew that maybe she had her own motive video?
Someone outside of the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Kokichi.
The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger.
Kokichi.
So you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
Did you show it to her, or did she have it all along?
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
That's a lie.
Really? Do you swear to a Tua?
Yes, really.
Don't swear to it,
Please
Tua.
believe me. I am not the culprit.
No, you're
I do not
lying.
care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die.
You're lying out your
I made
ass.
a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together.
She's capping. Cap and a half.
I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate.
She's
maid.
telling us to complete the 50-50 on the
I
vote.
wish to serve everyone.
If we vote her out, vote out Kaito next.
So please believe me. You have to.
Kirumi.
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit?
No, she's purposely doing this to make you
Are
doubt.
we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
Shut up, he turns you on.
How rude.
Gonta just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
Unless she saw her motive. But we didn't know. This is why we needed to show each other the motive videos. So we would know everybody's motive.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
Or Q spitting facts.
Are screwed up.
You're
Screwed
annoying.
up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Or
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit.
I can't reconsider it because it's the truth.
You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof.
I can because
It
I
is
have
still
proof. The
possible
little
for
fabric.
Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
Unless
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
we can because I have evidence.
Maybe suspecting
She's
Kirumi is
playing you all. She's literally sitting here and being like, oh, wah, just because I was in the womb with the murder.
Yeah.
This is actually some
Maybe we should
Among
think it
Us
over one more time.
logic.
Made a promise.
Hit him with it,
As the
Suichi.
ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth.
Yes.
I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
They're scared. They're scared they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. So it's up to me. I have to do it. I'll use my detective work to prove it.
So you still believe I am the culprit?
Yes, because there's
But
evidence.
there is no evidence to indicate that I am.
I have
There is.
evidence.
I have proof that you're the culprit. I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body. If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway,
I say it's mom. It's mom. Monokuma is never wrong.
then the final clue
I don't know. I feel
falls
like
into
you've been
place.
wrong once or twice, Monokuma. The final clue being the black fabric from the glove.
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Hit him with it.
Won't you
Hit him with the
please
meat
tell me
hammer.
why you are so desperate to pin me
Because
as
you
the
did it!
culprit?
Because I'm here to seek the truth!
Don't you want to protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
What truth? All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others.
I do listen to others.
You can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat.
Excuse me?
You can't save anyone.
You're a whore. Fuck you. No more doubts. I'm confident I'm right. I'm going to present everyone the evidence that proves she's guilty. Where is it? Black piece of fabric.
This is it! The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty. It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle. Because, like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh?
True.
Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Which would give anybody else rope burn.
So what? You're
But
still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
you're flawed. Meanie.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
Because I've proven that she's a harlot. She has an OnlyFans account.
What truth?
At least Korakiyo believes me.
Trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Finding out how the black fabric fits into this is the key to everything. I'll make it all clear now. Oh, this is the fancy thing.
You are incorrect. What is this?
I missed.
Truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You
How
are
am I
incorrect.
missing? How did I miss that? What?
That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. In this class trial,
How did I
everyone's
miss?
life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth,
I missed.
everyone might die. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die. In this class trial, I completely understand your reasoning.
If you understand my reasoning, then why are you fighting me?
It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit.
I'm missing everything.
You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. Ah!
Final blow.
What does that piece of trash prove?
Kirumi's gloves.
It ends here.
It ends here, you harlot. Oh god, she's naked.
The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
That I thought was Miyu's the entire time, but you know, that works.
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't barehanded.
I covered my eyes. Good. Make sure everybody covered their eyes. Not allowed to see anything.
The culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and
it fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi.
Well, Miyu does too.
Gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
The extra
BRB
uniforms in
GTD.
our rooms
You
are
scream
made
at them and
from
their
the
clothes
material
fall
we're
off.
wearing now.
That sounds just like what I assume Skyrim would be.
We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Well, Kirumi?
You
will
wouldn't
allow us
object.
to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
Why are you actually just about to take a poop? In the end, I'm just like them. I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone has to be sacrificed. But Kaede was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through to the end. I faced the truth and doubted it and kept thinking and kept going. This is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the truth.
Do your comic book, Suichi. Damn, can't believe Nekomaru made a cameo. Hold up, wait. What's this? The evidence made of metal the piranhas didn't eat. The handcuffs? I'm assuming I don't have them unlocked yet based on not being able to see them. Oh, it's used as a partition. Rope, inner tube, friction, handcuff victim. Nope. The thin and long item, the rope. Where in the gym the rope was tied? What was put on the victim's wrist? Handcuffs. What was taken from the pool? The inner tube. What was used to transport the body on the ropeway? Hitting the brakes was tougher than expected. The friction on the gloves. Where was the... Wait, what? Where was the body carried to? Oh, that was right. I was so confused. Right. Piranha tank lid. The lid of the piranha tank? Okay. What's this? Oh, the rope thing is right here. What is this? Metal handcuffs in the water. And then all the way down here. Where's the last question mark? Boom.
This is the truth of the case.
This is the truth of the case.
The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act. When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's
Why does
body,
it start with this? This is the last thing that happened.
and all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing.
What's crazy is if Kurumi had taken the handcuffs off of him,
Was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick.
if Kurumi had taken the handcuffs off of him, there would be no reason to check the pool or Ryoma's lab.
The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process.
Like, there's no point to have him handcuffed at that point. After you drown him, take the handcuffs off of him.
In truth, the crime began last night, around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to
I really thought it was, like, I started thinking it was Kaito, and then I thought it was Miyu. Why would Kurumi do this?
It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank
Oh, this is where the ladder comes into play.
and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank. Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym and used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame.
Sure.
The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At
Ryoma,
nighttime,
my
past
little
midnight,
baby boy.
the culprit asked Ryoma
My
to
little
meet at his
baby
lab.
boy, my little hamster pellet. Oh no.
All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind.
This didn't kill him though, it just knocked him out.
Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water.
I love how it details to show her holding the gloves in her mouth.
From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed.
Yeah, but take the handcuffs off him after he's dead. There's no point keeping him
The
on.
struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool.
And of course she didn't have to worry about not getting caught because it was nighttime.
And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing.
The tire. Or the inner tube, whatever you want to call it.
The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope.
Obviously, this
They pulled
only
it
works
until the
because it's
rope was
Ryoma,
taut,
because it's his
then
lab.
tied it to the lab's window
But
frame.
still, why does Karumi kill
And thus,
here?
the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes.
One, they messed with the ultimate
The culprit
detective.
got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the
Friction.
height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed.
Because every anime mom must die. She's not a mom!
To avoid crashing
She's
through
just a
the window,
maid.
the culprit used a brake.
Wouldn't it make more sense to use something from
They used
Ryoma?
their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves. But due to the friction,
Also,
part of a glove tore
you
off
can
and
control
dropped
your
in the
speed
pool.
so much easier. Like, literally just hold onto the rope and fight against the pole. It shouldn't be that heavy of a pole, and just hand over hand yourself all the way over.
Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank.
There's so
Glass
many ways
pane
Karumi
not
gets
only
away
kept
with
the
this
piranhas
crime.
and the bodies separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake.
The inner tube was in the water, and there's no way to pull it out.
One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool.
But she couldn't, like, go back. Because she wanted to be in the
Thus, the
gym in the
culprit was
morning,
forced
because
to
it
leave two
clears
key
her.
pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid?
She really does look like a Gardevoir.
Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi.
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic.
Why not
But
hand
thanks
over
to
hand
him,
that shit?
At least the game became way more interesting.
Like, there's still so many ways she didn't have to do that.
So, it's decided.
Hell, grab a towel and cover your hand. It'll stop the rope burn and do exactly what you're doing.
Decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
Monosuke.
We don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodem, you're like a mommy taking care of her
Stop
sick
calling
child.
people mom. I'm done with the mom bit.
Let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off! It's voting time!
That's great. I really did think it was Miyu for a little bit. Where is she? Here she is. She's in the middle. Oh, we scroll this way. Rumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
Is it gonna be unanimous again? Results. Oi, who the fuck voted for me? I'll fucking kill you! Wait. Wait, I just realized. Probably not the best thing to say in a killing game.
Will you make the right choice or the
Who voted for me? Was it Kurumi? Fuck you, Kurumi, you evil bitch. Damn, Kurumi even voted for me too. What the fuck? Fuck Kurumi. Can't wait to watch her die. Fuck you. Look at that, 324 coins. I'm rich. Oh my. Oh, okay, I thought he was gonna say it. You all voted correctly. Fought an unexpected and unpredictable outcome. The Blacken who killed Fioma Hoshi, as Kirumi told you, the ultimate maid. All their voices. Phew, thank goodness we managed to get through this class trial again. There's nothing good about this at all. Why? Why did it have to be Kirumi? Yeah. Truly, this result was unexpected. Wait! How can you be so calm about this?
No way.
But Gonta no can believe it. Kurumi was so helpful for everyone. Seeing Kurumi is also culprit. This is when she goes crazy and is like, haha, I'm evil. Hey, how long have you been lying to us?
The truth
Is it why you took such good care of us? So you could deceive everyone?
Huh?
You mean she's not my mom?
Hey!
She was never your fucking mom.
Damn it.
Hey, Kurumi, tell me, why? Ain't nothing but a heartache. You were always thinking about everyone around you. How could you kill someone? Human beings have always been selfish, self-centered creatures. That's why I hate humans. They burn down the forest we call home. They pollute the rivers we drink from. You're not a real bear. I'll never forgive humans.
No way!
But is this really a reason to destroy them? Some humans are really nice. Shut up. Enough with the commentary already.
Say,
Well, Kurumi, were your feelings towards us simply another falsehood?
How?
No, it can't be. Say it ain't so. That was just another lie, too?
no.
I don't think so. I still believe Kurumi cares about us.
What?
Give Himiko the deepest deep man voice? No, because that was Ryoma, and Ryoma's fucking dead. Besides, if we're lucky, Himiko's not gonna say a fucking word because she's annoying, because she just, nah. And how would you know? I can't say for certain, but I can sense that this trial has been agonizing for her. You can't say that for certain, That is what a detective would say. Kurumi, are you upset? Because of the people important to you? You mean like from the motive video? So Kurumi watched hers after all? Earlier, Kurumi mentioned that she had accepted a request. Perhaps that request came from someone important in her motive video?
What's wrong?
Do you have nothing to say for yourself?
I do not agree.
No, that's not it. I'm just lost. Because if I tell you why I did it, you will regret what you've done.
Damn.
Spit it out already. Otherwise, we can't accept this outcome. Please, Kurumi, tell us. I care about you a lot, and I know the others care about you too. So please.
Understood.
Very well then. If you are all so desperate to know,
I shall take that request.
I would consider this a final request and tell you everything.
Well, you know.
No more lies then. You better just tell us the truth. Please, and thank you.
Yes,
Yes, I understand.
that is correct.
Your reasoning was exactly right. The reason I murdered Ryoma was because of what I saw in my motive video. As I thought, you indeed watched your video. Does that mean someone broke the agreement and traded you your motive video? Alright, fess up. What did you did it? Close your eyes and raise your hand if it was you. It was you, Kokichi. Shut up. Here, hold up. Just for you this one time, rat artist. Why would the one raising their hand need to close their eyes?
May I?
That won't be necessary. I did not trade my motive video with anyone. If you didn't trade with anyone, I'll just see your motive video.
Hey.
Perhaps Kurumi received her own motive video. Huh? You mean she had her own motive video from the start? Correct. No one had my motive video but me, the video's intended recipient. I had no idea why.
What's going on?
That's not possible! Monokuma, what's the hell going on? You know, I meant to bring this up earlier because it's been bugging me for a while. I was just talking about videos being switched. What does it mean exactly? Don't play dumb. You're the one who switched up all the motive videos. No, I didn't. Huh? Was that what I was supposed to ask that? Did you... Oh, was I not supposed to ask that? Did you come scrub again, Huh? Not supposed to.
Dumbass!
It's all Monofani's fault. She passed them out without checking the names. Huh? I didn't know Monotaro should have checked the names too. Wait a minute, I don't even remember passing out any videos. It was my fault. What? I apologize. I should have been more careful. No, Monodam, it's not your fault.
Okay.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry too. It seems I misunderstood. I completely forgot that the plan all along was to redistribute the videos. Daddy.
Hey.
It's not your fault at all, kids. It's my fault for forgetting. Father! Thank goodness. What the hell is all this mushy feel-good crap? You're all idiots. I'm through getting along with you dummy bears.
Well now.
I'm sorry to cause you so much trouble. Please continue your boring conversation. I see. The Monocubs merely distributed the moto videos at random. Receiving my own video was nothing more than bad luck.
Oh, I see.
So you just watched it without knowing why it was given to you? What was in your video?
What's wrong?
You promised to tell us everything.
Yes.
I will tell you the truth in its entirety, but I doubt that everyone will believe it.
So.
If that's the case, why don't we all watch the motive video together?
That's right.
Yes, that should be much better. Let's hurry before Daddy gets bored again. How thorough of you. Yeah, I suppose it is better this way. The truth will be easier to believe if you witness it with your own eyes. After Kurumi had spoken, the Monocubs began playing the video.
By popular demand, it's time for the motive video.
Why has he been treating this like a game show this time
Who's the
around?
most important person in your life?
Monokuma's been just treating this like...
Without further ado...
I don't know. Monokuma's giving me weird vibes this game.
Tojo, the ultimate maid.
Why is this a city?
With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day,
Japan.
she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance. He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate maid to serve her country.
Why Monokuma's voice? What do you mean? Like, why do I do Monokuma's voice as a German accent? Is that what you mean?
Kirumi to
I can answer if that's what you meant.
great again, and transferred all his authority to her.
God fucking damn it. Fucking Trump reference.
No one suspected that the
It's huge. I swear, nothing will ever be huger.
Running the country.
My man, I swear, everything will be huge. It'll be great. The wall will be big and great. I swear, it's gonna be the hugest thing you ever see. That's not really a Trump voice, but close enough. Hiya. It's just a punishment. Okay, so the reason I do that voice is because in the first game, I remember playing it and I was just like, damn, Monokuma is a crazy maniacal person. And while sure you could just go super high pitched and be like, hello, it's the punishment time, like that, and get close enough. When I think crazy maniacal, the first thing I think of is from Call of Duty Zombies. There's a character called Edward Richtofen. He's essentially the dude who created zombies. And he's like this crazy German scientist. And he talks like that. So he's just like, hello there, how are you doing? We have to turn on the power! And stuff like that. So that's just kind of always the voice I've given Monokuma.
And
so...
she became the de facto prime minister.
So we made a 17-year-old the prime minister?
Only Kirumi could save the country from impending doom. Yes, the future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders.
We made a 17-year-old deal with that? And she didn't attempt to shoot herself? Holy shit.
But Kirumi is up to the task, for she only accepts requests that only she can fulfill. She is driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those
18 years old.
people,
That doesn't help. I imagine if we made like an 18-year-old the president. Like, I wouldn't want that because like an 18-year-old, even if they're good at what they do, that is so much weight to bear onto one human being.
an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple. What event, you ask? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
So she was going to kill... She was going to let us all die so she could escape. Because she figured the entire country was worth more than 13 students. I kinda don't blame her. The entire country, 13 people? Like, if I have to take that if I have to choose, I'm kinda picking the country.
Huh?
It can't be.
What?
What the hell? The Prime Minister!
Yes.
Everything you just saw is true, though I only remembered it upon watching the video. Who is calling me right now? You motherfucker, I'm in the... Okay, I'm being told I have to go out to go to a fucking car right this goddamn second because these people have the worst timing in the world. I'll be right back. Everybody mull on how Karumi is somehow the Prime Minister. Or send me memes that I can look at when I get back. One of the two. That took longer than expected. Hello. Hi. Give me 2 nanoseconds. Put the headphones back on. Alright, that's the starting scene screen. Hello, hi. We were with Kurumi, she was saying things. Everything you just saw is true, though I only remembered it upon watching the video. Remembered.
Wait!
Please, hold on. That video is true?
What is this?
That's ridiculous! There's no way Kurumi really the Prime Minister.
I do not agree.
No, it's the truth. I am Kurumi Tojo, the ultimate maid, and the most important people to me
This is my
are the
selfless
citizens of
devotion.
this country.
I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation. I swore to serve and help all its citizens.
What's the dire situation?
As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past, but he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis. I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
Seems like you were the ultimate politician.
What did I do?
My throat. Ugh. You're literally confusing the shit out of me. Oh, that's not your voice. Confusing the shit out of me. Because this is making no sense and I gotta take a dump. I see. So Kurumi was the real Prime Minister, running the country behind the scenes.
Huh?
How can you seriously believe that a high schooler could be a Prime Minister?
You really don't get it.
I don't think it's odd that an ultimate level talent could be that powerful. I mean, Keyboy's talent lets him pretend to be human, even though he's a heartless robot.
How rude.
How rude. I am not pretending. I am still learning.
See.
I see. Oh, good luck, I guess.
Incredible.
So aware of Kurumi's impressive talents. But Prime Minister.
What?
And Kurumi really is Prime Minister? She hold burden of country future?
Actually.
Motive video aside, Kurumi doesn't seem like she'd lie about something like that.
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, I get that Kurumi is really important, but what's that unprecedented crisis?
I do not know.
Don't know, actually. Why can't I remember? The memory's lost.
That's...
Wait, isn't this just like the Ultimate Hun?
That is correct.
Perhaps it is connected to the Ultimate Hun.
Huh?
The Ultimate Hun is connected to this unprecedented crisis facing the nation. If that's true, how are they connected? What is this Ultimate Hun anyway?
I do not know.
I do not know what is happening to the nation while I am here, inside the End Wall. That is why I need to know. I needed to know that the most important people in my life were safe.
This is my selfless devotion.
Because I am a duty and honor bound to protect every citizen of this nation.
My apologies.
That is why I needed to escape.
If so...
So you weighed our lives against the lives of everyone else in the nation. If those are the options, of course you'd picked everyone outside, right? There's just too many lives at stake out there. And we just stopped Kurumi from doing that because we selfishly wanted to live.
I don't like that.
What should we do? Did we just make a terrible mistake? If everyone outside dies because Kurumi is dead,
Why?
does that mean we pretty much destroyed the country? Well, what should we do?
Wait!
Say, what's Monokuma planning to do with the rest of humanity? You know how many people live in this country? Like 100 million, easy.
Always messing
No
around.
matter how powerful the mastermind is, there's no way they could really...
Bears do not lie.
Bears do not lie.
Hey,
I am so full of this world. Nothing is beyond my power.
Huh?
Nothing is beyond your power. What kind of arrogant, ridiculous?
100%.
That is 100% a lie. It's impossible he could bring a disaster to this country.
What are you trying to pull?
That's so funny.
cuz.
You guys act like you can't believe it, but you're all terrified anyway. If you can't believe it, since you're terrified for no reason. Why do humans lie? Why are humans the only animals that tell lies?
Shut up!
Hey, cut it out. This is serious. How long are you gonna keep talking about Kurumi?
Dang it.
Let's talk about Ryoma. It would be a shame to completely neglect him.
Oh, I see.
That's right. We know your motive to kill. But why did you kill Ryoma specifically?
Is.
Because he was easy to kill.
Huh?
Easy to kill.
Weird.
Ryoma not that weak. When he used the Kuchi method, even Gonta could not
I
catch.
do not agree.
His physical strength was irrelevant when he did not have a reason to live.
Do you agree?
Without that, he became the weakest among us. Huh? took advantage of his weakness and killed him. What do you mean?
That is.
I told him I had urgent matters to discuss and to meet me in the research lab on the 3rd floor. There, I revealed my motive video, and afterward I told him,
That is correct.
I'm responsible for the life of every citizen of this nation, so I must escape this place. He then responded,
Got it.
So, you've got a reason to survive. That's the complete opposite of me. That's good. If you've got something to live for, it means your life has value. After he said that, he told me he would clean up the tennis balls lying around.
And then he turned his back toward me. At that moment, my determination solidified. A person like him would have noticed my bloodthirst emanating. He already knew. He forfeited his life right then and there. That is correct.
That is why I decided I must sacrifice his life for my nation and my people.
Then...
Ryoma knew he was going to be killed.
But...
Wait a minute. It's Maki's fault that Ryoma decided he didn't want to live anymore.
What? Because...
He only gave up his life after you showed him his motive video. Well, since you didn't watch his motive video, I guess you had no way of knowing.
What are you talking about?
What's your point?
Wait!
Wait a minute. You're talking as if Ryoma saw that motive video. Don't you just say you'd only checked the name and didn't watch the video? Did I say that?
Huh?
What are you getting at?
Well, you know...
I probably shouldn't say anything, but someone has to step up and speak for poor Ryoma.
I told you.
Again, what's your point? That he gave up his life because I showed him his motive video? I'll get to that in a sec. But why do you think Ryoma wanted to see his motive video? Because he was looking for a reason to live. Isn't that right, Maki?
Why?
How do you know that?
What?
Swap motive videos? Didn't we agree not to show them to each other? Yeah, I remember. Because once you watch them, you've got a motive to kill. But if it shows someone important to me, I'd really like to see that.
Hey.
Any idea who will be in the video?
No.
I don't. That's why I want to see it. Once I know I've got someone important to me, I'll have a reason to live.
Jeez.
If I've got a reason to live, then I've got a reason to escape here with you guys. In other words, that video might just give me a motive to live.
Please.
So please.
That's true.
You're right. He was looking for a reason to live.
Well, you know...
Which means you shouldn't have shown him his motive video in the first place.
Hey!
What do you mean? What did the video show? Nothing. His motive was empty.
Huh?
Empty. Oh, we're up next. Let's give it a watch, shall we?
All right! Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video!
What was in Ryoma's motive?
Who's the most important person in
We were supposed to give him a reason, right?
And now, without further ado... This message is for Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro! Unfortunately, there is no one in the world who is important to you. I'm so sorry. Really, I am. You have my deepest sympathies. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
No one. No one was important to him.
Always messing around.
Well, that's what he was shown. If he saw something like that. To care for. None who cared for him. He found no motive to live. Because of that, he chose to let Kurumi claim his life.
I see.
So, that's why. He must have just watched that video before I summoned him to meet with me.
It can't
He
be.
just gave up then?
Damn.
To hell with that! That damn moron!
But...
It's bad to have no reason to live, but it's also bad to have too many reasons to live.
Because...
That is why you did such a terrible thing, right, Kurumi? For too many reasons.
Yes.
You are free to judge me for killing Ryoma. I will bear the burden of being seen as evil for the sake of my nation and its people,
For everyone.
because that is what it means to serve with selfless devotion. That is what I needed survived. Sacrificing human and saving the lives of men, women, children, and elderly.
My apologies.
I wanted to live. Kurumi. Monokuma, going to have question.
You
Oh, what is it?
Hey,
Can Gonta be blackened instead of Karumi?
Huh?
What?
Gonta.
Gonta. Not smart boy. But even Gonta understand what everyone's saying. Karumi should live, not Gonta. We'll need her. I was thinking the same thing. I don't want to die, but Karumi's life is way more valuable than mine. Karumi's got the lives of hundreds of millions of people on her shoulders, right?
Unfortunately.
Logically, Karumi's survival would result in fewer casualties than our collector's survival would. Jeez. Maybe it would have been better if we got the culprit wrong.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Oh, man.
If Karumi survives, then the nation's future will be secure. What was the point of me doing all this? Why did I reveal the truth? What have I done? Was I wrong? I shouldn't have.
Shuichi!
What kind of face is that, Suichi? If you're my sidekick, then suck it up.
Huh?
Hey!
That goes for all of you. To hell with all this value of life shit.
Alright!
Life's not just something. You can't trade it or put a price on it. Kaito.
Listen up.
And your life doesn't just belong to you. It's for your parents, your grandparents, your friends, even your neighbors.
I mean,
It's not something you can just decide to throw away on your own.
don't worry about it.
So we didn't just do the wrong thing. Life's purpose is to be lived. As long as you stay alive, anything's possible. You can even go to the stars.
Of course!
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I want to live. I haven't even traveled to space yet. There's no way in hell I'm gonna die here.
Jeez.
The idiot's talking again.
But
But he's right. I mean, you're right too. He's an idiot, but he's right.
so divine.
Yep, he's a damned idiot. I don't know why, but idiots always fill me with inspiration.
Shut up!
Hey, shut up! I told you to stop calling me an idiot.
But
Maybe it's a stupid speech, it's just what we needed to hear. Karumi certainly looks shaken by it. Huh? Shaken?
because
Do you really think someone as desperate to live as Karumi would give up so easily? Of course not. In fact, she probably still hasn't given up, even now. She was hoping that learning the truth would make us volunteer to die in her place.
Huh?
What?
But
But Monokuma would never allow a blackened to escape punishment, so maybe. She wanted everyone to rebel, so she could use that as cover to escape on her own. How about it, Karumi? Am I close? You are the most detestable cretin I have ever met. You knew exactly what I would attempt, yet allowed me to explain anyway. Hey, what he just said was true?
You mean?
You tried to trick Gonta? Tried to trick everyone?
Really?
Seriously? You backstabbing cunt?
Cut it out.
Enough! She was just trying to stay alive in her own way. Nobody can blame her for that.
That is correct.
That's right. I must survive. Because I carry the weight of an entire nation on my shoulders. I would not have killed Ryoma if I was so easily deterred. This request will not be fulfilled unless I have brought joy to every citizen of this nation.
You must live.
So no matter what, I cannot die. That is why I killed Ryoma. Even now, I refuse to give up.
Huh?
Me?
I see.
You still refuse to give up. So, what do you intend to do?
You must live.
I intend to live. I must survive, no matter what it takes. I must debase myself, so be it. I would drink filth and eat carrion to survive.
I will survive!
I will do anything to survive. She screamed and started running. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was a completely undignified exit.
I have to escape. I won't die here.
Oh, there's no way I'm letting you out of here. It was ugly and raw and feral. She just ran as fast as she could. I heard my voice call out. Run!
damn it!
Run, Karumi! Run! Please run!
Hurry!
Run, please hurry.
Damn.
Hurry! Run!
Hey,
Like I said, I'm not letting you leave. Please run!
I will live. I refuse to die in a hellhole like this.
Now then, I've prepared a special punishment for Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
For my nation. For my people.
Let's give it everything we've got.
Dude, the trials this time hold 0 punches. Like, I don't feel good about anything in this game. Everything feels wrong. Like, I'm not like, good, you're evil. That's such a weak run. Who are all these people? Strand of Agony. It's a spider? It's thorns. She's trying to climb a rope made out of thorns. Now that I'm looking at her, her dress is actually quite beautiful. Oh, she's dead. She's about to literally become more pieces than Ryoma was. She's climbing through the saws? How is she not dead? Oh, good news. She's in her bra. Because that's exactly what I needed. Please tell me it's the exit. The rope's gonna break. It's not even a real exit. She just imagined it. Monosuke! No! Monosuke! Monosuke, however you say it! Oh. Rumi. She had her nation. Okay, so Monodam is gonna kill one of them every trial. That's interesting.
Really?
Hey, Monodam, why did you kill Monosuke? Oh, he threw up now. If you need to vomit, let it out. You will feel much better afterward. Monosuke, he was no different from Mono Kid. He was getting in the way of us getting along. We don't need him. Don't need him. We few remaining Monocubs must get along. No matter what, we must always get along. Not even Father can stop us from getting along. Not if he knows what is good for him. This academy belongs to us. The age of the Monocubs begins now. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, so Monodam's gone feral. How dare you take some rebellious tone with me, young man? And yet this angsty attitude of yours is just so cute. It's so cute that your little crew has shrunk by 1 member. Yep, shrunk. You're not getting any larger, you know. Ah, it's so unbearably cute. All this cuteness makes me feel like I'm about to sneeze. Oh god. Inflation! Monokuma! Ah, Bleach! Who you calling an ugly bitch?
Stop it!
It doesn't matter. Now's not the time for that. Kurumi.
I don't like
I
that.
can't take this anymore. Even Kurumi was killed so brutally. I don't want to do this anymore. I gonna end up like that too.
I'll protect you.
Oh, that happy, Himiko. I'll protect you no matter what. I'll protect you no matter what. But I don't want to do this anymore either. Please, let's just stop this killing game. I don't care if we stay trapped here forever.
Come on, come on.
Oh, isn't that what Atua said?
'Cause Atua said
A desire. Even your desire to escape this place can corrupt you beyond redemption. It's Monokuma who is corrupt. He is the one who distributed the motive videos.
I see, yes.
Those videos were more dangerous than we thought. To have driven Kurumi that far.
That's true.
What worries me, as long as we're trapped here, we don't know it's true or false.
Okay.
That must be why Kurumi did not want to show the videos. She thought if everyone felt the same murderous rage she did, this killing game would be pure chaos. She wanted to stop it. If that's the case, then we really shouldn't have shown our videos to each other.
Of course.
That was consensus from the beginning, not including you, of course.
However,
I'd assume Kokichi would try to show us our videos too. get under our skin. That did not come to pass. What, I wonder, were his intentions? I never do anything like that. I'm still thinking about what Kurumi said. What Kurumi said? Everything you just saw is true, though I only remembered it upon watching that video.
That's...
What she said earlier, correct? What about it? She said she remembered. And it didn't sound like a lie, either.
I see.
Maybe that video has the properties of a flashback light if it made her remember. What? The properties of a flashback light.
Okay.
Still, how could Kurumi remember something she never should have forgotten? Serving the entire nation seems too important for her to just forget. Nah, that's true. Does that mean we have motives to kill that we'll remember by watching our videos? If that's the case, maybe it's best that we don't watch the videos. As long as we don't see the videos, we won't know our motives. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm convinced. It's probably for the best. Those motive videos would mess us up. It's better if we just believe in each other.
Yeah.
That's right. It's best that we not remember our motives, for everyone's sake.
Oh, dear.
Hearing you speak of everyone's sake is the least believable lie I've heard yet.
That's so mean.
How rude. I'm always doing stuff for everyone's sake.
It's a lie.
I'm sure you won't believe me when I say stuff like that, so I'll just keep lying. Can you click, please? But maybe seeing Kurumi's final moments have made me change my views.
Because...
She tried to escape until the very end. Running away to live might not be a bad idea.
You're right.
Maybe facing the truth isn't enough.
That's right.
Yeah, true. It's okay to run sometimes. You just gotta win in the end. That's all you gotta do. With that, the second class trial ended for us. A horrific victory. We had still lost a friend. What is the end the Kaito spoke of? And how do we reach it? I don't know. I still don't know. When we returned to the courtroom, the area was already blanketed in darkness.
For now.
We should rest. To me, the action seems most rational course of action.
You're right.
I can't speak. Yeah, my brain's out of juice from going full throttle today. You know, I had to say magic like 16 times.
Why, you...
I'm giving out a brain to use.
I won't forgive you!
Anyway, this killing game is over. I won't allow it to go on.
It'll be okay.
You're dead next time, Ko. It will be fine. As long as we listen to Atua, we'll all just be fine.
What's wrong?
What's wrong, Gunta? Why are you staring up at the sky? It's just, even with all bad stuff happens, stars are always so pretty. But stars here are different. Not the same one Gunta used to. Different? Do you mean the position of the stars? Yeah, Gunta looking, but no can find star he remembers.
Why?
But why? Were we taken somewhere far away? Far away.
Hey, so...
Alright, let's all head back already. I'm wiped out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, hold on. I have to tell you guys something. Oh, what do you want? What now? Like I said, I'm wiped out. No. It won't take that long. So just listen to what I have to say.
What is it?
What is it you have to say? Everyone seems to be treating me like some kind of compulsive liar.
You get it?
That's ridiculous. There's a way worse liar than me in our group. Oh, there's gonna be a traitor. Ha ha ha. We've seen this shtick before. A liar worse than you? I'm talking about Maki.
Huh?
What?
What?
What do you mean Maki's a liar? Maki admitted it during the class trial, remember? Ryoma wanted to show him his motive video because he was looking for a reason to live.
Well, you know.
But that wasn't the whole story. Ryoma was blackmailing you, wasn't he, Maki?
Huh?
But blackmail? It's a traitor, I'm assuming. Ryoma just so happened to discover Maki's true identity. So he used that to blackmail her. I bet he said something like, "If you don't show me my motive video, I'll tell everyone what you really are." That's why Maki didn't want us to know she met with Ryoma. She wanted to keep her true identity a secret. That's why she kept quiet until the last minute.
Hold on!
Why? Why you? What shit are you making up now? Maki's true identity? What? I've known Maki's true identity the whole time. She's a traitor. For a moment there, I thought Maki had disappeared. She moved so fast. Oh my god. She's strangling him. Yeah, this music, definitely a traitor.
You know, this is an interesting turn of events. But would you really kill me in front of everyone?
Hey, Maki, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, you can probably snap my neck like a twig right
She's
now.
not strong enough for that.
But that's not your style. You would rather kill from the shadows.
What?
Right, Miss Ultimate Assassin?
Excuse me? You can't end on a cliffhanger like that. Servant's gloves. I mean, I'm gonna end on that cliffhanger, but still, what? So is that why she was guarding her lab? She's not actually the ultimate child caregiver? Interesting. I need to pick up on this tomorrow because that's a very interesting development, and that's probably going to spell disaster for people in this video game. But, like I said, we're going to pick up on it tomorrow. It's almost been 4 hours. I appreciate anyone who's been watching. Makuma and Rat Artist were here talking earlier. I appreciate the both of you. And without further ado, I'm a peace the fuck out. Bye-bye.